Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Archive, where we once again return with Stolen Fate, which I'll move us over to the tabletop view immediately. I've been trying to cut out the intro time. I'll cut down the intro time a little bit. First things first, I want to apologize for only streaming for like an hour, 20 minutes yesterday. I, in fact, am still sick today. But, you know, hey, I don't have to do most of the talking or most of the effort, so, you know, it works out. As for next week's schedule, I plan on actually making the schedule probably tonight or tomorrow and posting it to the Discord, compared to my normal Monday post. I know I typically don't, you know, stream Mondays, but I might actually stream Monday this week, so that's why I'm posting it early. Other than that, I don't have a lot to say. I do want to, because I did forget last night, I made a note to myself. I put a post-it note on my monitor with the intention of saying this last night, but I do want to thank the two followers on Twitch, Nicholas, or Neocolas, and the Dirty Rollers RPG, both of which followed after one of the streams ended last week. I forget which one it was specifically. I'm assuming Stolen Fate. But I wanted to give a shout out to those guys specifically because I forgot yesterday. But regardless, I'm going to unmute and undeafen so we can get started because we're already starting late. But regardless, let's just do this. And
there you go.
And that is why we should hunt deer and make sure that their population doesn't grow too large.
Well, yeah,
you're right.
That's a given. Like, that's just normal.
But not wolves.
Hey.
No, not wolves. I like that.
Definitely wolves.
I wanted to tell you guys, I was at the airport the other day, and this lady passed out, and she fell into the carousel, the luggage carousel.
What?
And everybody around was like, they were all kinds of nervous, and I was like, whoa. I was like, relax, calm down. Don't worry about it. She'll come around again.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I was like, where's he going with this?
Like, why were you at the airport? I'd be like, I don't remember you going to the airport.
It was
You don't
clearly
just go to the airport,
the
the luggage
Come on.
claim, and just stand there?
And stare at people. Any unclaimed luggage? I think that one's mine.
Yeah, if I want to go to a
I
bar, I
mean,
like to go to the
hey.
airport bars. You know, just
Exactly.
for why not? You know.
Yeah. Chicks hang out there. They're from out of state, so you never know. True.
Goddamn.
Cool. Alright, you got the recap?
I do, as a matter of fact.
Hell yeah, you do
He
the
does.
best recap.
When does he not?
As a
have the
fact of the matter,
True. It's a little longer than usual because it's from the first session, so there's a lot that happened. So, but all right. Recap of session 1 of Stolen Fate. 2 years have passed since we, the Fengard, saved the town of Otari from the ghost sorceress Belcora Harvo and the evil inhabiting the lighthouse north of town. As happened the previous year, the town is celebrating this event by honoring the remaining Fengard members with a festival, during which they receive their annual agreed-upon reward for their accomplishment. With the day coming to an end, the ceremonial opening of a vault where this is kept happens, and things don't go as planned. The gold that was supposed to be there is gone, replaced by 3 envelopes with the names of the 3 of us in town for the festival. Opening them, we find hero cards that attune to each of us, adding to the mystery of what is going on and how this happened. The next morning, after being asleep for a few hours, we all have a shared dream, beckoning us to a game shop in Absalom. After awakening Amalisce with a well-placed bucket of water and confirming this, we head out at first light and head to Absalom. Along the way, we encounter a rather shifty-looking and questionably moral, time will tell, goblin named Gilbark. After saving him from some unsavory characters that were chasing him, we learn that for reasons unknown to us, he too has a card and is also headed to the game shop in Absalom. Letting him travel with us, we reach Absalom the next day and head to the shop, 3 moves ahead. Checking the front door, Gilbark knocks, and the noises we heard inside stop. With the door stuck, Rishalou forces it open to find 2 creatures of obvious evil intent. Engaging them immediately, we resist an attempt to mind manipulate, except for Amalisce, who simply lies when a question is asked. And because she is who she is, it makes it believable. As the fight progresses, it gets joined by an unexpected Fenguard member who we thought chose the path of education as opposed to adventure. Alhatham enters the fray and proceeds to blast away with some new and improved spells. With the fourth Fenguard member with us, along with Gilbark, we lay low the evil creatures. After pleasantries with Alhatham, we search the shop, finding a dead body sprawled on the floor, bled out over what looks to be a chalk map of the city. Realizing after looking it over that our route to the shop has been represented on the map by some dotted lines, we also take note of a sixth line, not representing us, that shows 3 other locations this line seemingly traveled to. After searching the shop thoroughly, finding another card along with a note, with a few leads to follow now, we prepare to head out and start our next adventure together as the Fenguard and Gilbark.
Nice.
And
Never cease to amaze me how many details you managed to get down in your notes.
Well, I watch the entire VOD every week.
God, okay.
Yeah, he
Cool.
doesn't just know all this offhand.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's a lot. I barely even remembered all that shit, and I ran it. Like, man. And then this art here on our landing page is depicting the events of last session. So that would be the evil creature in the game shop with the chalk outline of the map on the ground.
But my hair's wrong. I'm a blonde. I'm not a
Yeah. Instead of Rishalou, they have the candid. What the hell is Valeros? The default fighter of Pathfinder. But yeah, so that is a great recap. I do want to move us back to the game shop here real quick, just to make sure that all these details have been provided, and we kind of wrapped up a little fast last time. So I think you guys had looked at the map and you had seen that it was clear that there were your 5 paths, and the way that you went through the city was being tracked effectively on the map. But then there was another path of unknown origin that was also being tracked, and it kind of just went all the way around and through the shops of the Grand Bazaar in loops. It seemed like it had gone around in circles effectively through the shops and whatnot, but there were 3 specific shops and locations in the Grand Bazaar that it kind of stayed at and that were circled as points of emphasis. And then Amalisce had gone back into the office here, and among the ledgers and papers and everything, this big mess, there was one ledger on the shelf that looked like it was actually recent. There was no dust on it or whatever. And in the back of it was some hastily written, scribbled notes along with a card, the Vision. That card, I think Amalisce has now, and I think she attuned to it, so she has 2 cards now that she's attuned to. But in those notes, there was a little bit of a description as to what the Vision, typically means in a normal hero deck, but not a lot of detail other than that this card is different than other Vision cards from normal hero decks. Clearly very, very powerful and unique, and is most likely a part of a greater deck of these very magical and powerful versions of hero cards. And there was the name, let me make sure I get it right for you in the office. Dariel Marinese was the name written in the book, the notes, the hastily written notes of Dariel Marinese, who is the owner of the Harrow Barrow, which, again, most of you have been in Absalom before. You have background information. It's a store on a wagon or a wheelbarrow, and it's a mobile. It walks around and around the shops of the Grand Bazaar, and the Harrow Barrow is where you go once you want to trade or collect or buy hero cards. It's almost like it would be a traveling Pokemon trading card or Magic the Gathering store. So he's like an expert on all things hero cards. So that would be why his name was written here, as to maybe he would know more about this really interesting and unique version of a hero card that was found, the vision that was in this in the book. Along with his name was a list of 3 shops or 3 places. You guys kind of pieced the puzzle together with what you had seen on the map. You could use your information on your whereabouts and knowing where stores are located, what was circled on the map. Based on that, combined with the names you now know, there are 3 shops, 3 individuals in the Grand Bazaar that might know how to point you to Diriel Marinese and his traveling Harrow Barrow. And so with that, if you look in your bestiary, which there should be a macro that I add for you guys to easily open the bestiary. If you don't have it on your hotbar, I would recommend grabbing it from that macro folder icon next to your portrait in the bottom left and dragging the bestiary
Grand
macro.
Bazaar Shopkeepers.
Fun fact,
so
it's not called a bestiary, it's called the
Bestiary.
bestiary.
Thank
you.
So
Fuck off.
if you go into the bestiary,
It's not
you
even
can
Bestial
see,
Wrath and WoW, it's Bestial Wrath. Fun fact.
if you go into that and you go into the
Fucking loser over
NPC
here.
gallery, the NPC gallery section of the bestiary, you'll have a new tab called
Thank
the
you.
Grand Bazaar Shopkeepers, and there will be 4 who's that Pokemon individuals. Are you able to see them there in that
It's
Grand
Arhan
Bazaar?
Benimaya!
Yeah.
Danish is
No.
a dragonborn, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
so-
there's Clemeth Falk.
Plymouth Folk.
Yep. So Arhan, Clemeth, and Erekanesh are the 3 individuals that own those shops that were circled on the map that you, they would supposedly know how to get you to, I don't know how you say his name, Diriel Marinese.
Diarrhea mayonnaise, yeah.
Yeah, mayonnaise, and he's the guy who's got the Harrow Barrow. He's got the Wheelbarrow shop. But you guys
Stupid human beings.
can reference that. So those are your leads. Those are your NPCs that you know about. You know their location. What would you guys like to do?
We should definitely pick a shop and get to it post haste, I'm thinking.
Agreed. The shopkeepers could be in danger if this scene is anything to go off of.
Which is
Agreed.
closest to us, God? Which shop?
So
Jeez,
It's too colorful. I don't like it.
that is super colorful.
Yeah,
our new and
that's what I'm
improved party token, down here
Oh,
in
gotta zoom in
the
on that
bottom
bitch.
left.
It's improved because I'm here.
It's so small.
That is
Stop
this
pointing.
this
pointing
is
at me
where
with your finger.
the game
I'm
store is.
pointing all
That's
I
where
want.
you're currently located.
Stop.
Oh, okay. That's actually
And
Um,
in this rainbow unicorn barf of a town, city, where,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, it was like a pentagram, right? So the closest one would be up here somewhere. Up here somewhere.
Right here is one.
Ah,
Right here is one,
okay.
and way over here is one.
Well, then
So-
we're going to that one there.
God, can
Yeah.
you draw circles on the map for us since you disabled the drawing on the map thing?
yeah, since someone would draw something crazy and it wouldn't be me.
Yeah, this was a problem before you joined our group. Thank you.
I
True.
would not do it. I'm the one who gets pissed off when people draw wieners on my maps.
That would be your cousin.
You don't even erase them. That's about
Why did you
hard.
say wieners like that? Wieners!
Meter.
Because it's fun.
To draw wieners on my map.
Wait,
Man,
shouldn't there be
What
another
fucking
one?
color can I use that's not gonna already be on this map?
Not a lot.
I don't think one exists. Black.
Yeah, that's
Black on
what I
black
had,
on
but it was
black
hard.
on black.
Or white. Maybe a white circle would show up.
Yeah, maybe like
How
bright
about
white.
neon green?
Oh, yeah, because
yeah.
there's no neon. There you go. That
That's
Oh,
looks
wait,
really
that's
visible.
stick
There
out,
we
yeah.
go.
That sticks out.
Who knows that a white in a city of colors is like
Which would show better.
shows so well.
Yep. No, that sticks out really good.
There you go.
Oh, that's
there's your three
Wunderbar.
beautiful.
circled locations that would have
Am I
been
just
on
missing
the
the third
shock map.
location?
It's
Scroll up.
all the way to the right.
Scroll to the
All the way
right.
to the right.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I
it's
did the same
covered.
thing.
It's in the non-puke neighborhood, which I like.
There you go. Well, we'll head to the big one last, since
It's in the
go
normal
left
people
or right.
neighborhood.
Yeah, closest
Let's
to
go
farthest
here, then.
makes the most sense.
And we'll want to bet any unders on
I
who,
guess
if
we'll
they're dead or
follow
alive.
this road
I'd
to
rather
here,
not.
and then travel up the road.
Why
Yeah,
wouldn't
boss.
you just go this way? Up here, and then make a left.
I don't
Or
think
we
our
cut through some
direct
yards and
path
end up right
really
here.
matters here.
It does.
Not really.
I think it might get us there maybe slightly faster to go one way or
Not
the
really.
other.
the,
It's
the
not a
idea,
huge
the
deal.
map isn't exact, but the idea is that this whole fucking place is just a massive, like you said, a barf of fucking color and tents and shops, and it's just a huge trading capital of the world, effectively. And it takes about 30 minutes, even though it's that short distance,
Sure.
to meander through the crowds and get around everyone to get to your first location. So let me move the clock ahead.
It's getting late.
About 4 p.m. Oh yeah, and the vision. You posted your card there that you have. Yep.
Just in case anyone didn't get a chance to read it last time.
I see the vision, and all I can think of, if you've ever played Super Smash Brothers, every time Shulk does
Yep.
his, I think it's his counter, he goes, "Vision!" And it's just in my head.
Well, I mean, he is Shulk. His entire thing is seeing the future.
I know.
I'm so
And you
glad
guys
I've
have
actually
access-
played Xenoblade 1 for context.
I love all the Xenoblade games. They're so good.
Good thing we're not playing Xenoblade. Just kidding.
I
Focus
still
here.
need to play 2
Wow.
and 3.
Deck of Destiny should be updated so you guys can see the art of the cards. Because you can't see the art in the item, unfortunately, but the Deck of Destiny journal, which there's a
Oh,
master
man.
that I have for you to get there,
Oh.
you should see 6
Oh.
entries now.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Right.
lightning strike. Why are there acorns?
I was just gonna say, what's with the acorns? It's so cool.
It's because squirrels.
So
Squirrels.
I'll do my best to update this journal as you collect cards. But let me know if you're ever missing art for a card that you think that you should.
I still
have.
like the rabbit prince. Bro doesn't even have a sword.
Who has the rapid print? Is that yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sylas has the rapid.
Card's kind of brokey, though.
Pretty good.
Mine's really good for me.
True.
Mine's good for anybody.
Mine's alright.
Who has the empty throne?
I do.
Alhatham. For reasons.
Ooh.
I mean, if you read the little blurb at the bottom of the thing, it gives like what pulling the card would mean.
As we're walking through the streets,
You get to speak
So,
to ghosts? That's what I got from it.
I can't help but notice that all of you have known each other forever, and I'm the new guy. Is this like a six-wheel kind of... Wait, is this
Fifth
like
wheel.
a fifth wheel kind of situation?
Well, to be fair, it has been 2 years since I last saw these 3, so kind
He's
of.
basically a stranger.
To be fair, we got stabbed because of the goblin.
We did get
No,
stabbed because of that.
no.
The goblin stabbed you.
No,
No.
he
No.
got us stabbed. He stole something.
Oh,
and
I
We
see,
got shanked.
No.
No.
Repossessed.
He found
I found it.
He found
He
his
tripped on
keepers.
it.
He's playing Finder's Keeper's Clause, which I do not
Listen.
agree with.
Listen, if you kept 20 gold, if you just put a bag of 20 gold in the middle of the street and you just left it, then you're like, let's see what happens, and left it unattended for, I don't know, a couple hours.
But was it in the middle of
It's
the road?
probably... No, it was in the middle of a forest.
Well,
In the middle of a
correct thing-
camp, mayhaps?
Finders keepers.
No. A
It
broken
was-
down a wagon. Thank you.
And you didn't think anybody would come back to collect their belongings from a broken down wagon? Or
I
to
mean-
repair a wheel?
I waited 10 minutes. Duh.
I was there for a couple hours. Thank you very much.
Well, they were a ways away from town.
Oh, and so they were just waiting to jump me? Nah, bandits.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I yelled out to see if anybody was around. Hello, is there anybody here? Nope, no answer. Okay, must be a bandit.
Yeah, as by the way, as we're walking, Alhatham will try to find like a guard who he's familiar with since he's been in town for a while to report the murder that we walked into.
That's a good
You
call.
forget how useless the guards are in this town.
Oh, yeah, there was a
Anywhere?
murder.
In Absalom?
Oh, wait, we're in Absalom, never mind.
Yeah, we're in Absalom. This is like
Yeah,
one of the most
this is
heavily
the,
effective guard
highest
places. in the-
populated city in the entire planet, I think. It's,
Otari.
what is it, like
Exactly.
250,000, 300,000? It's supposed to be one
Yeah.
of the biggest
You know-
metropolises of Calorian, but
I
Yeah.
hope in Marrow Shore, I really hope that I hope that Jeff is doing all right. That kid's gonna be a good guard someday.
Jeff,
But
with
yeah,
two
if you
Fs?
report the death, they will quickly start
No,
heading
just
that
one.
way. They say, "Thank you, citizen. We'll take a look," and they'll start heading. The local squad of guards will get together and start running back that way.
He deserves.
Well, if they asked who did it, I was going to blame the goblin, but I guess not.
Well, I literally have not done anything wrong.
Yeah.
They might be back for questions.
He
Who
points
knows?
at you.
But for now, they're more worried about the report of a dead body, so they're gonna go check it out.
Well,
Wait,
I'm
do you
hoping
think they're
the
gonna be mad at us for
self-report-
looting and pillaging his house?
It already looked looted and pillaged.
We'll
when
say
we
it was
got
like
there.
that after we left.
Oh, but I'm the bad guy
Here
for
we
looting
are.
and pillaging.
I didn't take anything off his body. I don't know what you're talking about.
They did, and he points at the rest of the party.
As much as stealing isn't exactly in my purview, adventuring rules do apply.
There you go.
Finders
kill the thing in
keepers,
the
right?
room. No, you kill the thing in the room, you get what the thing was protecting.
Yeah,
Exactly.
finders keepers.
That's
Same
the
thing.
adventurer's
No.
rules.
Lame.
I've read enough adventurer books to know this. Oh, speaking of, if we ever get a chance, we should drop by the academy. I have been holding on to a couple of things that I meant to deliver in person, but well, haven't obviously had that opportunity yet.
Oh, schools. I always like seeing intellectuals, like those who know the meaning of the true definition of the mathematical formula to find out the center of gravity.
At that point, I put my mouth over his hand. My
Not
hand over his mouth.
He has like his
Fucking bite
formula
him.
book and a bunch of mad scribblings on it, and it's like the question mark, question mark, question mark. It has all the arrows pointing to it and a bunch of different formulas put together.
It's not really a math school, but it
I'm
works the same way,
horrified.
I suppose.
The math checks out.
I just picture Sylas grabbing Gilbark's hand and putting it over his own mouth. He's still
He's just
sitting
talking so fast, like, get your hand
Gilbark's
off my
smart.
mouth.
He's smart. That's why he talks pretty quick.
That's fair, that's fair.
Oh, God.
I like Gilbark so far, he makes me happy.
But
I'd agree.
with
Everybody needs their mustached goblin.
Amen.
have you holding people's mouths shut, walking through the streets, just pushing past people, and
I
you
have to
finally
take my hand off, we're good.
with 30 minutes of this, you do get to your destination. There is an old timber structure with a big sign that reads "Kraken's Ink Tattoo." The timbers of the sturdy wooden shop retain a salty smell of the ocean, as though they had been recovered from an old ship. You notice that as you approach.
I like that smell. Living in Otari has gotten me used to the odors of the ocean, and this makes me think of Otari. I like it.
I've been glad to be away from it, but I suppose for a few minutes won't hurt.
Oh boy, old people. My goodness.
You're going to be my age in like 5-10 years maximum. It's
And
not
then
a
you'll be 80.
huge gap
It's-
here.
It's the gap.
I will not be 80.
I'm sorry. 85.
I'll be 45. 40.
Holy shit! You're ancient.
I
I'm
am
only
not
24.
ancient. I am
You're
35.
11
You should
years
be an
older
elder.
than me.
That's not that much.
I forgot how old the original Sylas was. I think he was really
wasn't-
young.
He wasn't
Subtract 2
super old,
from
yeah.
the current Sylas.
Technically true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's
I
what I'm
know
trying to remember. I don't know
Alhatham
if he
was
just started
35.
or
Is
what.
35 right now because he
Wait,
was
are
33
all of you
during the
boomers?
original adventure.
Only Alhatham.
Boomer.
Okay, Unk.
Okay, Unk.
Listen, I hear enough out of the students like this as it is. I don't need sass from you two.
Oh, it all checks out.
I lean over to Sylas. Is that gray hair I see in Alhatham's head?
I could
It's
see him
not.
saying young whippersnappers in the middle of class.
Actually, for the most part, most of my students respect me. I know,
Oh my God.
surprising.
Alhatham reminds me of what show was it where he rides up on the skateboard and he's like, "Hello, fellow youth," and he's the fucking 26-year-old adult on the skateboard.
That,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
I know
Fellow
exactly
youth.
what you're talking about.
Was that Malcolm in the Middle?
I don't remember it 100%.
Whatever.
All right,
That's
but Kyle's
literally
ready
him.
to read something. Let's let Kyle read.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you guys, you approach the building.
Well, since knocking
Should I
at
sneak in?
the last
sneak
building,
around?
yeah, why don't
Should I
you do a
break and
scouting
enter?
mission?
Or
of
we
you.
I'm
could
gonna
just
sneak
open
around
the
and try to
door.
peek in the window, see if there's
Oh, we could do
anything
that.
obvious.
Yeah, so I mean, like, this is the close to the center of the bustling market. So there's tons of people walking around. But you step to the side of the building. There is a window, and you can peek through. You see a couple people in there. Some sitting down, getting tattoos.
Oh, thank goodness, everybody's alive still.
Oh, then I'd
Yeah.
walk right back to the
I'm
group
already
and be like,
walked
all right,
in,
we're
yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
I'm already
We
inside.
could have found that out by just enter. Okay, well, some people just don't.
You
Well,
guys
the
coming?
last place we kind of got jumped in.
I know you guys
Bro.
have still been living in Otari, but things are a little bit different in the big city.
Ah, yes,
We
one
got jumped
one
in.
building's randomly filled with demons every day. That's the world I live in.
And
Honestly,
to
you'd be
give a little
surprised.
bit more visual context. So like where you guys were just at the game store, that was a little bit closer to the edge of the market, a little bit
Mhm.
more quiet as you've come into the. Like if you zoom out on the map, you can tell right. Like it's you were at like almost a home on the outskirts of this massive encampment of tents and shops. So it's
Right.
quite a bit more busy in this area.
All right, then yes, we'll follow Gilbark in.
Okay. Once you enter, a man will, from behind the counter, will call out to you, "Hi, welcome. What can we do for you?"
Do
Go
we
ahead,
know
Alhatham.
who
You're local.
specifically? We know it's Aaron.
This is what he looks like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
Woohoo!
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I could do that for you too.
Okay.
Okay.
He looks like a monkey.
Either.
Wait, he kind of does.
It's the lip.
Yeah.
If there were hair there, he'd be fine.
No, if there was hair there, he'd look like an ape.
Well,
It's
no,
black
no,
hair.
it's
You're
the
so
chin strap
honest,
that throws it
guys. I
off.
don't know what your problem is.
Okay,
He
yeah,
looks like a-
It's not Abe.
I don't.
He looks
know.
like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, kind
Well,
of.
one of you guys
Just
can
with
deal
a
with this guy.
slightly shorter beard.
Good morning,
weird.
or I should say,
Oop.
good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Doing
Evening.
well. Busy, busy, busy. It's a good day to have a shop in the Grand Bazaar.
It seems so. The bustling is unending.
Are you here for a tattoo?
I personally am not,
I mean, I'm always okay.
but
Amalisce
Actually-
seems like the tattooing type.
I was just gonna say I look over at Amalisce, but she might.
First off, I don't know what that means. Second off, absolutely.
It
Well-
checks out.
Actually, the reason we're here is because we are looking for a man named Daryl Miranese. Do you know him?
Oh. Yeah, I know Daryl. He's a friend of mine.
Do you know where we might
He-
find him?
And when you ask, his face changes a little bit from just neutral to a little bit more concerned.
Suspect. Yeah.
Yeah, a little suspect. Well, I mean, he's a friend of mine. I know him, but I typically don't give out information on whereabouts. Maybe we get to know each other a little bit more. And
Insight.
this will begin a subsystem event.
Oh, fuck.
We need to
So-
raise his
Influence.
Uh-oh.
influence to us.
That should pop
Oh.
up for everybody.
Oh, here we
Yep.
go.
We only have 3 rounds to do this. We're fucked.
So we're gonna do a influence encounter by the book as best as physically possible here. So the rules, I think we've done it a little differently before, but how this works, and we're gonna use this little window. You have the ability every round. A round takes 1 hour. To each of you can either do discovery or do the actual influencing. If you do discovery, that means for the full hour, you're effectively kind of taking the back seat. You're just kind of perceiving and looking and trying to understand and get clues and context as to what makes the guy tick, and maybe what angles could work. And you can share that freely, discreetly with your party members. But that's effectively what you're doing for the hour. You can learn what influence skills might be useful on this guy. So by default, right now, you don't have any influence skills known.
Right.
So you can either discover them by spending your hour, learning about them, or you can actually be the guy or gal or whomever actually doing the influencing for the hour, actually participating in the conversation and rolling the check.
I think that's a Gilbark thing right there.
I am very good at society. I
Yeah.
am a very people person.
Yeah, and so you can see that there are 4 ways to discover.
Yeah.
And so obviously I'm not going to say, hey, because you don't have any skills known right now. So we're not going to say, well, you don't know any of them, so you have to spend your whole first round or your first hour just discovering. We can do it sequentially. So we could do something like, if Gilbark wants to spend his whole hour discovering an influence skill, or maybe a weakness or a resistance, you can also learn those things when you're discovering if you would like. Then we could go to Rishalou, and depending on what Gilbark learned, we'll reveal it before Rishalou actually makes his influence check, right? So we don't have to wait the full hour to learn them. We're gonna kind of do it like that.
It's actually kind of funny. Is we roll in, and we're just gonna hang out in his shop for an hour and just stare.
Yeah, no, I got this. I got that. I already.
Yep.
I know what to do.
Oh, sure.
Cracks knuckles.
Then I can be
got
our
it.
discovery backup because my perception's really high.
Yeah, there you go.
Mine's
Yeah.
also very high.
Yep.
What's your perception?
I've got
So,
decent charisma,
20.
Let's
that's it.
see
Oh,
what
I know.
happened.
Hi.
So you
18.
clicked
Oh, I was gonna say.
perception, and it
I have
didn't.
20
I think it's
society.
because we're not in the
Ah.
party. So let's do this. I'm gonna clown car everybody out.
Now
Oh god,
everybody's
that
out.
stacks everybody because we're not on a gridded map. Just so that you have a token. If you click that society again, does it actually roll this time, Gilbark?
Let me find out. Yeah, so I got this. I got this sleeve
Yeah,
done
it's 'cause
by
you were in a party
Auntie
token.
Gilba. And then I got this sleeve done from Uncle Gilda.
Yeah, so Gilbark, you spend your hour kind of just listening, observing, looking around for context clues, using your background and knowledge of society and tattoo parlors or whatever, but nothing seems to stick out as useful for you this hour.
That must be in a low
You rolled a 2.
All right. Well, seeing
I'll
that
give you a peek
Oh
behind the
my.
curtain as this is our first encounter like this.
I
You rolled a
figured that's
2,
what
so
it
you failed, so you kind of just wasted your hour. Who's next?
I will also roll discovery, but I'll be using perception.
Okay.
So press and roll.
God.
To be fair, I was on fire glass, so.
Did I also roll like absolute dog shit?
Rolled a nat 1. So you look around, you're eyeing this guy up and down, but there's just a smog that filled the air and maybe a glint coming through the window of sun, and you just don't have a good angle on him, but you don't want to seem too suspicious. So you kind of just chill for the hour, trying your best to see what you can see, looking him up and down, but you don't really understand anything about him.
Yeah, you said I rolled a nat 1. It's actually probably closer to Alhatham sees one of his students in the shop
hopefully I
and
wait
just
till no one-
walks out of the
Yeah.
conversation. Like, oh, how's it going?
Yeah,
I
you're just
teach.
distracted. Amalisce,
What's up,
however,
fellow kids?
you spend your hour, eyeing him down, listening to, maybe some other conversations of other people, and trying to understand information about Arhan, or Aran, or however we're going to say his name. And you do learn something. So you can
You're
learn.
welcome,
You can
gentlemen.
learn. This is gonna be similar to how we do the other thing we call knowledge. You can either learn his weakness, which if you scroll down, you should see there's a category called weakness. You
Yep.
could learn his resistance, or you could learn one of his influence skills, and there will be many of those.
Ooh, and influence skills are what we
Those
need
are
to
the
get
things that you
influence
actually
points.
need to roll to get points. Yeah, so that's gonna
Yeah,
be the
well-
bread and butter.
Hit me with an influence skill.
Okay. I believe I'm supposed to give you the best one first. So you get the idea that using deception you could try to lie about maybe something like, oh, well, I want to know about where Diriel is because, I need to, pay him a debt or something. You could lie and try to, get some sway through deception. So you learn that this hour. Who else has yet to go this hour? Rishalou and Sylas. So
Yes.
you could then continue to do discovery like the other three had to learn more skills, weaknesses, or whatever. Or you could try your shot at a deception.
Guys, I have the highest deception because I have the untrained whatever the heck improvisation. This is bad.
Oh yeah, you're one more than me, and I'm trained.
And you don't have to use
I have a
deception.
15 in
yeah.
deception.
I think I'm gonna go for it. I mean, plus 16's.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what? Hold on. I've already fucked up because I can't read DCs. I'm gonna give you 2, Amalisce, because I fucked up and because this is the first one we're doing. You'll learn 2.
I'll take
Deception. You also learned that you could intimidate him by suggesting Diriel might be threatened or in trouble, and kind of scaring him for his friend. You could use intimidation as well as deception. Amalisce learned both of them.
Rishalou, would you
And
like
I'll
to
tell
go?
you,
Would like me
deception
to?
was not
Sure.
the easiest one. It was actually the hardest one. I did it backwards. I'm supposed to give you the
Okay, so
easier
not
one.
deception.
Don't do deception
Okay.
over intimidation.
I will engage him in conversation at some point when he's got a little bit of free time, and say exactly that to him. Say, that I have, or we have come across some information that we think he would be interested in knowing, and if he wants to help his friend, he will be forthcoming with what he knows where he might be.
Okay. Yeah.
Using
So go ahead
intimidation.
and you're trying to intimidate or scare him
Yeah.
into giving you information.
Right,
Yep.
like weave a story that is, will scare him into be like, oh wow,
Right.
he's in that much trouble.
Yep. So go ahead and click intimidation there in that influence skills category, and you should be able to roll it.
I'm gonna piggyback off you. I'm gonna play some good cop, bad cop.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, we can't
You know-
roll for shit tonight.
Good cop didn't work out. Bad
You
cop.
know what?
on his
Hold
way.
on, I'm hitting it early.
Hey,
What?
Holy shit.
Hey,
Hitting it early.
I
Don't
respect
care.
that.
Hitting it early. Can't start. Can't. Well, it could get worse, I guess. But
Can't start with a
Probably
2, damn
not.
it.
oh well.
Well,
It was better.
Fuck.
probably need like an 8
Um,
or a 9.
You can see what you got, right? It's not
Yeah.
a secret check.
Yeah.
You rolled a 7.
It's really close on that bar.
Yeah, I'm
It was
pretty
close.
sure 25 was the DC.
Maybe 26, one of those.
And then what were you gonna do, Sylas?
When he kind of brushes off Rishalou, not believing him, I'm gonna pull up next to him and be like, hey, look, your friend is in trouble. We need to figure out where he's at so we can make sure he stays out of more trouble.
Okay. Go ahead and do the intimidation.
Oh my
The
god!
DC
Oh,
yours
it is.
yours
What
is
do
one
you think?
higher, so it actually
Yeah.
Holy shit!
fuck,
Damn.
guys. This is gonna be rough. Okay. It's okay though. I'll tell you, it's not the end of the world if you fail everything, so it'll be good.
Nah, I'm gonna
Um,
stab him. I'm gonna get info.
But yes, this time after your statement, he does look concerned. Oh, really? Is he actually in that much trouble? You guys have gained a total of 1 point for this hour. So the influence score is now 1, and I will move the clock ahead an hour. And we are 1 round out of 3.
That seems
3.
late.
You get the sense that I don't know how you would really sense this, but basically how it works is each NPC has like their own time that they're willing to sit there and talk to you per day.
Okay.
And so he's got 3 hours on his clock basically.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
a length. That's a length, but
All right, so then top of the round, you don't have to do it in the same order if you don't want to. Who wants to start? Who wants to do discovery versus who wants to do influence?
I want to do discovery.
Okay, so you can use one of the 4 discovery
'Cause
abilities.
I am not good at deception or intimidate. Well, I
You
have,
got a
16,
+1.
I have a 16 deception, but that's not that great either. I'd rather do society and maybe give us some more discovery avenues.
I got a 14
influence.
deception.
Jesus, guys.
Oh,
That's
come on,
great.
man.
God.
Gilbark is just, I don't know if he's just never been to Absalom or what, but he doesn't know a hell of a lot about the tattoo artists or Absalom or much of any of this societal things that would be useful in this particular conversation.
As he's
Unfortunately,
talking
spends
to him,
another hour
Gilbark-
racking his brain, and
Gilbart's probably like picking his nose as he's talking to him and all kinds of shit that's turning.
Yeah, he's doing goblin mannerisms and stuff. And, like, he's like, oh yeah, this is totally normal. But yeah, he just gets a fucking huge wad onto his finger and he just like lights it on the back of a chair.
Oh my god.
he rolled a 4.
Oh my
Oh my god.
All right, let me get this out of the way.
really
then.
good when it
I
comes
had
to
my-
goblins.
I had my best rolls of my life this last Sunday. I think my average was like 14.75. This is expected. I'm due.
I am gonna roll perception too as a discovery thing, since obviously my. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a private roll, so it's not gonna ask
Yep.
you.
Does it automatically?
It's
yeah.
private. And you failed. You rolled an
Fuck
8.
me.
So,
26 is a fail. Holy shit.
yeah, I think you have about a 60% chance, and
Son of
you
a-
unfortunately did not succeed.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rishalou is distracted by whatever the fuck Gilbark was doing, and he just
Yeah,
couldn't quite get any info out of him.
I'm gonna go wait
Yeah.
outside.
3 more people this hour.
Jeez. We need some crit successes. Amalisce, use your cuteness to influence this guy.
What the fuck?
Wait, what? You got everybody like, what?
What?
Even
Wait,
got
what?
Amalisce going, excuse me?
Amalisce is terrifying.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Glare at him.
Yeah.
Sylas, Amalisce, or Alhatham?
I will continue my conversation with him and
Yeah, I want to
Hit him
see
with
how
the-
your intimidation goes before I roll my intimidation.
You know, keep adding
So
details
listen
to
here,
that
buddy.
scare.
if we don't know where your buddy's at, we can't protect him. We need your help. Oh.
Okay. Damn.
Oh,
there it is.
Nice.
Sylas
Oh.
just carrying.
I
Yeah,
switched my pixel
Hey.
dice.
he is getting severely worried and more worried, but we have to wait for the round before we'll have the total here. We'll see what happens with the
Right.
last 2 people. But
Right.
currently,
That-
that's being tallied.
I hope that
Right.
gives us 2 points.
It
It
Right.
would.
or it would,
um,
yeah.
But
I will roll perception because his intimidation went so well. Please be higher than like an 8.
dude, right?
I just went over a 4.
Yeah, so Alhatham, you're studying the guy. Sylas is kind of drilling into him that his friend is basically going to die if he doesn't cough up some info. He's getting kind of sweaty, getting a little nervous. And you are able to perceive a glint behind the curtains of his, his forward-facing mask that he wears. And you can get some information. You can learn an influence skill, or you can learn his weakness or his resistance.
You know what? I'm going to learn his weakness.
Good call. I was looking at that too.
Yeah, now that we have the intimidation covered.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So you get the sense that he tends to be a little bit more talkative when he's focusing on his work. So if he was putting a tattoo on one of the party members whilst you're discussing with him, the DC of influence abilities would be
Oh.
reduced by 2 whilst you were getting that tattoo for that hour.
I know you guys were joking before, but perhaps does anybody want a tattoo?
So that lasts
I
for
don't
a
think
whole
I
round.
can get a tattoo.
Yeah, that's a round. So it'll basically take an hour for him to apply the tattoo, and during that hour, he would be getting, his DC would be lowered by 2. And then if you got another tattoo with the next hour after that, then I guess it would still work for that one
You
as well.
see
but-
Gilbark's like mechanic coat already on the ground, and he's like, I already have 2 art pieces, and he has 2 sleeves. And he's like, I can
dropped
get
it.
one on my chest.
He drops his pants
I can
right
get one on my
there.
ass. Yeah.
Oh, let's get a tramp stamp.
That
That
is
is a
not
plus 4
something
if
that I
Annalise
thought I'd
does
see
that.
today.
I think Amalisce
Let's
is the
do it.
last to
Yep.
act right now.
Yes, I am.
Amalisce got
he's a porn star goblin.
Come on,
And so-
baby,
so
don't
this-
fail me now.
This
Oh,
is what I
it
mean
failed
by
me.
not.
It failed me. It failed me.
Yeah, it did. This is what I mean by not necessarily needing to be like chronologically in order. You could have effectively learned. Alhatham could have thought of getting the tattoo and then having told Amalisce to get the tattoo, and then her role here she could have then chose to get the tattoo to get the the +2 effectively on her intimidation check. I'm not trying to force you guys to do this in an order that would be less beneficial. It wouldn't matter in this case, but just so you know, like I would have been okay with Amalisce deciding to get a tattoo right now at the end of this round, and we would still count it for the hour. Her whole hour she had been getting a tattoo because Alhatham learned about that in the first 10 minutes of this hour or something. You can spin it kind of how you want.
Oh, gotcha. That's cool.
It's supposed to it's imitating a generic flowing conversation throughout the hour.
Right.
But yeah, so Amalisce, you try to add on to Sylas's, intimidation. You do not seem to sway him anymore, but a failure does not have a penalty. So you do get 2 total points for the critical success and no failures for this round. So you're at a total of 3 points. Once you reach the threshold of 2 points, you unlock the first reward or the first tier of influence, which is at level 2. And cool. He does provide some info on Diriel here. He does like him. He has unusual cards. You guys can read this along with me here, because he gets inspiration from the cards for tattoo designs, but he hasn't been around for a couple weeks. He is now willing to take you guys as customers and offers selling magical tattoos to you. And you now have access. You should be able to click the Kraken's Ink Tattoos button there, and you can get a store here. So these are uncommon items that you now have access to. You normally would not be able to get those orange tattoos anywhere in the world, basically. These are uncommon items, but you now do for having gotten influence to with this tattoo artist.
God, look
you do have
what
to pay
they
the
need
price for them, though.
To mimic a fraction of Wilfram's power. Fucking lesser cold, extreme cold or severe cold damage, and a 10-foot emanation of cold. God. Fucking 900 to 6,000.
Aside from that, you guys also all get 30 XP from having reached tier 2 influence with this guy.
Nice.
232. And we'll take the round up. We'll take the hour forward. 6 p.m. We're on the final round here, the last hour. And who wants to do what? You do know that if he's working, then he's going to be a little distracted, making it a little easier, as well as you now can get these tattoos specifically, or you could just get a generic non-magical tattoo for 2 gold.
Does
if
that
you don't want to spend that money.
Your whole hour, I assume? That person
no,
gives up the...
you can be perceiving. You can still do your discovery shit, or you can talk to him through influencing whilst you're getting the tattoo. It's just he's only really able to do it to one person, at a time. So for the full hour, he'd be working.
Does anybody want to buy one of the tattoos?
Don't have the money.
Me either. I'll just get a basic tattoo for 2 gold. I'll splurge.
Is there a symbol of the Fengard?
You can make one up.
Yeah, I mean, in town, I think in my the thing I wrote, I believe I had them depicting an upside down lighthouse as all over their banners and things, celebrating the fall of that evil lighthouse.
Upside down. What you call?
But that would be the closest thing that would resemble that holiday. If you guys had wanted to, make a clan sigil or whatever for yourselves, then yeah, whatever you.
You know what?
Gang shit.
I'll get my god's symbol tattooed.
Okay, based
on my arm.
Okay.
On your ass.
The Lord. Yes. No, actually on the shaft.
Oh.
Of his hammer.
Of my hammer, exactly.
You're getting a tattoo on your hammer?
Let's see
Yes, it's called an engraving.
Yeah, he's called an ink master.
Wait, you guys don't call yours a hammer?
Well, I guess technically if it's like a leather
drill.
handle, you could probably ink tattoo leather.
You can, actually. But
let's see.
So, you're going to spend 2 gold to request a holy symbol be tattooed on. Gilbark, were you still wanting to get a 2 gold?
No, if he's going to do it, no.
Mundane tattoo? Because if you did, it would be his assistant who would be doing it, and you wouldn't be getting any additional distraction points.
Oh, this... Oh, if you look in... Yeah, there is a standard for it.
You should get it over your eye.
So
That way you can be like,
Cool.
what, Tython?
Well, he knows that deity and that symbol, so you can get up on the table, and we will be applying a -2 to the DC of all influence checks for this round. But you're still able to do your discovery or influence choice.
you know what? Rishalou's going to have it tattooed on the right side of his neck, because if he puts it on his arm when he's wearing his armor, no one can see it. This way, if he has it on his neck, people will be able to still see it during fights and things like that. He wants to show it off.
Well, then hear me out. You get your god's name, letter by letter, onto your knuckles,
Ooh.
and then you beat the shit out of people.
Yeah, but his name's too long. I don't have enough fingers.
Oh shit! What? Your god's name is too long?
It's the laborer's bastion.
Oh yeah.
So get like a hammer on one finger. Just some 2 fingers of labor type things, and then 2 fingers of like shields. There you go, labor's bastion.
Well, I could get his preferred weapon, which is the mace, tattooed on the other side of my neck too. So.
All right, I'm back.
What was your guys' group
You
called?
left?
Yeah,
The
it's like
Vanguard?
Hi, Maddie.
That's 10 letters.
Not sure left.
That's
Okay,
not actually a
so-
bad point.
So you're laying on the table. You're gonna get the tattoo of what you choose. It's mundane. It's only 2 gold. We're getting the bonus. What would you like to do whilst laying on the table or sitting on the chair, whatever it is, for discovery or influence? Which one would you like to do?
Oh boy, I will do discovery again.
Okay.
As he's tattooing me, I will, try to perceive a little bit more what he might be influenced by.
Nice. Okay. You do. He's focused on his work. By the way, discoveries are not impacted by this weakness of his. It's only the influence DC that goes down, not the discovery DC.
Oh,
But
cool.
while he's up close and personal, you are able to kind of get a little bit more of glints into how he's reacting during conversation, and you do get to learn either an additional influence skill or his resistance.
Ooh. How about another influence skill? We need to see if other things are craft. I should have known that one.
You think if you talk
Oh.
shop about ink and tool creation, he
Yep.
might be swayed in your favor.
I have
There
a
you
plus
go,
22
crafter.
to that.
Nice.
There you go.
nice.
And it's -2 to the DC to that right now, just as the
Yeah,
other influence
24
because he's working on a
basically.
tattoo.
I'm gonna have Sylas do his turn so he can finish his little intimidation conversation.
Yeah, you're
so
good.
you guys can
I'm
chat
going
him
after.
up next.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
glad I
Alhatham
asked.
will actually back you up with this,
Yeah, that's
like
sick.
providing
Yeah.
medical details and seriously worried for his health and everything.
Yeah, that's a pretty good backup right there.
Nice, Sylas.
And
Thank God
Alhatham
someone's
will
carrying.
Bro.
That's a lot of 19s and
So
18s
we're
so
doing
far.
we're doing an influence
You're
from
me
Sylas,
tonight.
and we're doing an influence from Alhatham.
Nice.
So we're
Oh,
at a
hell
total
yeah.
of 3 success points currently of the hour. And we have 2 more people. What
I
would
will-
you 2 like to do?
Crafting influence.
All right. That should be easy for you.
Yeah, as Gilbark's
You
like
think-
leaning over his shoulder, looking at.
What did you fucking roll?
Shit.
10.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying,
Crit fail
Rishalou?
that one.
Oh no, I was just saying Gilbark's looking over his shoulder, going, "Wow, that's some nice work, nice ink. Where'd you get that ink from? I think I might need some of that."
Yeah. And
You
like,
know, Uncle Gilba once said to me, the best ink is the kind you know how to use good.
What
Uh,
the
Nice.
fuck?
I mean, that could go for
Hey.
anything, really.
the fact that you're even talking about ink, Arhan is happy to talk to you. Amalisce, what is your choice? Are you discovering? Are you influencing?
I'll discover.
Emily,
Okay.
shake your ass at him.
What? What the fuck?
second
Rishalou
that.
says that just as you're thinking you're about to find something, but unfortunately distracts you, and
See, you didn't listen to me.
you don't learn anything this hour. But the hour finishes, the mundane tattoo is applied. You guys do make out with 4 frickin' points.
Nice job, people. Oh, wow.
Which gets you the tier 4 and tier 6, as you're now at a total of 7
Hell yeah,
influence
brothers.
stages. So at 4, he believes you guys are good people, worthy of magical protection. He agrees to give you a free
Oh,
greater enveloping light tattoo upon anyone who wants it, up to 1 per PC. He also thinks about some other people in the Grand Bazaar who Dariel has mentioned in the past. Eric Ganesh and Clemeth Falk, 2 people you already knew about. But he does give suggestions about how best to talk with those people. They give you guys a +1 circumstance bonus to some checks. I'm not going to give out exactly which ones. You'll have to unlock them with them as well. But you would get a +1 if you use those checks as influence actions for both of them. You guys get 60 XP from getting to tier 4 influence with this guy.
nice.
And then you guys freaking get to the next tier in 1 round. He shared some of his secret processes. He gives you access to the tattoo artist skill feat and arcane tattoos, ornate tattoo, and
Wow.
virtue frog tattoos, human
Or-
ancestry feats. So those are all, I believe, uncommon feats. No,
take those
tattoo
for
artist.
Wait, do we just learn those?
No, it's just so normally the tattoo artist feat, I think that one's normal, but the other 3, arcane tattoos, ornate, those ones were uncommon, so you would not
Wow.
be able to use those in your character sheets at all. This is what would be considered that boon that Pathfinder Society says, these are uncommon, you don't have access unless you get a boon. This is what they mean. A NPC in the game is giving you access to these uncommon feats you normally would not be able to select, which I guess there's only 1 human in this party, so Rishalou would be able to take
Sorry,
these human
2
ancestry
humans.
feats. Oh, 2, Alhatham.
I was
wow.
just saying, it says providing the PCs with access to the tattoo artist skill feat. Does that mean like we're able to take it now if we want?
It
or-
means you have access to
You can choose
pick
it.
from them when you
That's
would
what
normally
I'm-
be
yeah.
picking
Yeah.
a feat. You're not
Okay,
getting an
cool.
additional feat slot. You're now able to pick these as options when you're filling a normally already available feat
I
slot.
will take the greater enveloping light tattoo that he offers
Oh,
to everyone for free.
hardcore.
I was
That
gonna
thing's
say,
crazy.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
take that.
I think everybody's going to get that. They'd be crazy not to.
I want mine on the back of my neck since it's 6 circles, like interconnecting rings.
You should be able to, can you drag that greater enveloping light
No.
text onto your sheet?
Where would we
Yep.
try it?
You can. You can just drag the blue box
where
where it says equipment item.
Yeah.
The text onto your
Yeah,
sheet,
but
and it should have it like a
which-
magic item.
Yep.
Yep,
It's
and
in
then you
your
can
under
Oh.
equipment.
make sure to attune to it, or invest in it rather,
Yeah.
and then it should be working on you now.
Cool.
Why is it
I
so
mean,
when
that's
click
5
on-
rounds of 2d8 fast healing, essentially. That's
crazy.
pretty huge.
Why can I not see anything when I click on Historia? I can't say that word.
Because that's a shortcut to the actual book, and therefore you're not allowed to read that because it's
No,
gonna
at-
give.
At the end, you get 2d8, not the entire time it's on. You get the light spell.
I get that tattoo on the back of my hand. And
No, at
whenever
the
I'm
end of
using
each
it,
of your
I'm just
turns
gonna
during
praise the
this
sun.
time, you regain.
Oh, at the end of the... Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
it's to fast healing except at the end of the
Ow.
turn.
That's so good.
Yeah, 2d8, the effective
Yeah,
fast
pretty
healing
strong
is
set
pretty
too.
fucking nuts.
And then you also so you get access to those feats now to pick from. He can also help retrain you, so it's easier to get swap feats out, although it takes a whole day.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
also considers you to be repeat customers. He offers you a permanent 10% discount on all of those uncommon tattoos. So let me go back into that Kraken's Ink tattoo store, and I should be able to
I mean, that one's only $5,400
change
now?
this.
where
Yep,
do you
they
guys
should
go?
all now be
Jesus.
10%
Oh, yeah.
off. And you guys get 30 XP from getting to tier 6. So you got the 60 from tier 4 and the 30 from tier 6 in that round.
Nice.
So total of 90
Wow.
XP from this round.
So we're at
No.
292.
No, we're at 322.
Because you got 30 from getting to tier 2 last round. So
Oh,
So-
gotcha.
Does getting the free tattoo count as getting the tattoo for the influence thing for the next round?
there are no more rounds for the day. You've had 3 rounds. He
Oh,
is
that
not
was the
willing
third
to talk anymore. It's getting a little later for him, but he does finish up getting you guys those. He and his assistants will come quickly. The shop's closed for the day. You know, he'll make sure and get you the. You'll be the last people to get the tattoos. He's doing you a favor.
Yeah.
It's free.
Wow. I like it.
But unfortunately, he is closing up shop for the day, and he will not be able to talk to you anymore today. But you're welcome to come back another day when he's open, and he can
Yeah,
talk
but
more.
That free +1 bonus is going to be huge.
You guys are at 7 influence points. The book wants me to make sure you guys realize there's a maximum of 8. So there is a tier 8 influence that you could unlock with him. But you
I'll be
unfortunately
back.
were unable to get all the way to 8 today. So he is done for now.
Had we
So
not
we
rolled
can-
shit on our first 3 fucking
No, I'll
discovery
send
checks.
Gilbark back. Gilbark
True.
gets a free check.
True. Wow. That's pretty solid.
Gilbark will be back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You can't fail. We're
I will
sending you
say,
back
Yeah,
here.
expecting that I literally have to roll that one to fail, which
That's crazy.
He'll close the shop and he'll spend his last, after hours getting you guys all that tattoo. It takes a couple hours to get all of you guys all with that tattoo. Richalou's got 2 nice fresh ones. The rest of you have the magical one only. It is now 9 p.m. It's getting a little dark. A lot of shops are closing up. What would you guys like to do?
Find an inn.
I think we need to go to an inn unless Alhatham has a house we can hang.
You probably got like an apartment for one person.
I do have a house.
I could fit in a
but
corner.
I really only have 1 guest room. It's not meant to be big. I suppose a few of you can sleep on a couch.
Oh, I could also stay under your bed. I'm known for doing that.
I'd rather
Okay.
you not,
Gil-
thanks.
Gilbark can sleep under the bed. Amalisce can have the room, and Sylas and I will hang out in the living room playing Xbox.
Playing
Wait, you have an
Xbox?
Xbox?
Like
Of
a
course I
original
have an
Red Dead
Xbox.
campaign?
Who doesn't have an Xbox?
Duh.
Thank
Called
God, I thought you
Calcifer.
all were savages.
Well, we are, but we at least have an Xbox.
Although I keep getting harassed by these few people on Halo. It's crazy. Every time I go into a match, it's like they come out. It's like they come out specifically to make my day worse.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just-
there's this one guy called Argoon XX. He's kind of an asshole.
That's the guy. Honestly,
That's
his
him.
coordination at first was terrible. Like, you'd think he could play with like 1 hand or something, and then he
Dude's
just got
online all fucking day too. I don't understand it. I
It's
log in
crazy.
at 2 a.m. He's on. I log in at 8 p.m. He's on. I don't think he sleeps.
Yeah, but
So-
remember, he got a friend, so one
Insanely
guy works the
musically.
movement button, the other one uses the guns.
I'm just, trying to come back and unwind from a day of work, and these fucking assholes just ruin my gaming experience.
I swear to God, if I get stinky one more time, I am going to shoot up the entire Halo.
The entire Halo, all of
The
it.
entire thing, the whole ring.
All of it. All of it. Oh, but, so, is that then doable? To
Yeah.
go back to your place?
Can we do a
Yes,
lasso run?
I was playing the Halo music to go
I
along
know.
with your.
I figured you were. That was sick, yeah.
That's perfect.
Speaking
Love
of for our viewers, I did not
That's,
get the music
not
working
combat.
yet. I have been sick all week, so I did not get a chance to get on and fix the music. So fingers crossed next time.
Imagine being sick. Not me for a couple months.
Literally, right, like Monday, right after our Bloodborne session, I got sick as a fucking dog.
Yeah, probably from the concert.
Probably.
Genuinely. Like, it usually takes a day to incubate, and then,
Yeah, it's almost certainly that.
Alright, well, I guess we're all gonna crash at,
Alhatham.
His place.
Yeah, Alhatham's
Sweet.
place is
Alright.
pretty, modest. It's not super large,
I am sleeping under the bed.
As a professor, his salary isn't too huge.
I like to imagine you crawl under the bed as, like, after he's already fallen asleep.
You know, like the spider thing where like they'll fucking crawl fast as like it'll hit the ground and then goes and it fucking crawls under like the bed. Like
Yes, that happened to me yesterday. I had a spider in my room. I almost
yeah,
died.
that's literally like everyone walks in the door and he's like in his room, he's staring at Alhatham down, and then he gets on all fours and does that right under his bed.
You hear snoring immediately.
He doesn't snore, but every time Alhatham's hand falls off the bed, he grabs it.
And he holds it.
I thought you were gonna say he licks it. I was so scared.
I regret this immensely.
Sleep.
So yeah, so
Sleep,
we don't
little
have to set up
Alhatham.
guard because we're in the city at Alhatham's house. So.
Yeah. No, you guys, you can make your way to Alhatham's place. It'll take a couple, I don't know, maybe about a full hour, 45 minutes to an hour to get there. Not a lot of people in the streets anymore. It's pretty easy to get around. And yeah, you can rest. No problems. Nothing's going on.
If anybody
when you
is
wake-
injured, I will top them off.
No,
I already healed him after that fight. Everyone should be full HP.
I
Yep.
figured, but I wanted to be sure.
I am the best healer.
Okay.
Sure you are, buddy.
Hey, how many people died when you were the healer? I'm at 0 so far.
Oh,
He doesn't know.
all out.
Ah,
There's a slow tear from
He literally
Sylas.
doesn't know.
They just know about Dendai.
We could do nothing.
literally didn't even get a chance to save him. He just died. Like, literally.
Wait, did someone
Cassie-
actually
Tell you
die?
a
Yes.
story.
The whole room's quiet. Ugh.
Yes, nothing we
It
could have
was a
done.
long blizzard.
It was a spell, and it literally killed him instantly.
Alhatham 1, Gilbark 0. Hey, gets
And
the
then
thumbs
Sylas
up.
cracks up.
It's fine.
Wow, call out. The new guy's calling out the old guy. Damn.
Whose character was that died?
It was nuts.
Nuts.
Oh, okay.
That's yeah.
I don't know if you've met Nuts.
He
but-
crit failed. He crit failed to save
Jesus
against
knows.
Visions of Death
Oh, yeah.
twice in a row. You have to crit fail to
Oh.
get hit by the pre-remastered's death effect, risk the death effect. Then you have to crit fail the fortitude save on top of it to die immediately. He crit
That's
failed both.
brutal.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but I'm just convinced he just gave up after the first crit fail. He was like, fuck it. I guess
It
I'm
was
just making a new
rough.
character.
It was rough.
Our
Ah.
lawyer.
Does Sylas or I think Gilbark, you have the daily, you could hit the little
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a
rest
thing
and
now. Oh my
little,
god.
little coffee icon after you click the bed icon, and then you
Yeah.
should be able to do
Hi.
your daily things. I
I
don't
don't
know.
think I
just-
used any dailies, so I think I'll just stay.
Yeah, it's just more just to get used to the new classes. I don't know what everyone's gonna need.
I have to
do
go to
every
daily
day, but-
crafting for it. Damn, there's so much shit I can make.
Yeah, because I don't think I'd switch Sure Strike or See the Unseen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you get your dailies going. It is 7 a.m. Night passes uneventfully.
Nice.
The city lies before you.
So you're saying we can go
Oh.
back to that dude if we wanted to?
Yeah, it's clear that you have not gotten all information from that guy about Duriel.
From
There's
Arhan.
still a tier, from Arhan. There's still a tier 8 influence that you could get with him, and it would reset the number of rounds reset per day.
Did someone have a disease?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
Do you
just
still have
hasn't gotten
We'll do
to
this.
the point of
We'll
it
do
yet.
this.
I don't know, the incubation
that-
period hasn't started.
It's metagame, but we'll do this. Go ahead and roll a medicine check as you wake up, Gilbark.
Okay, fair enough.
And I have a DC in my head.
Sorry, I have to move a bunch of things over on my screen now. What the hell?
Just get more screens, idiot.
I mean, I have a few. Sorry, I have to find this as well inside this. Oh, medicine. That's a 3.
God,
Yeah,
even
so,
with healer's gloves, your bonus is weak.
You look around at the party. I don't know. Maybe you just kind of do it every morning. Just kind of look around at everyone. Everyone seems perfectly healthy.
Alright. Well, I guess I will not prepare that. I can always make one on the go anyways. It's not a big deal.
That is true.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah, a lot
I'd
of cool
offer to roll
things.
it myself, but I don't think Alhatham was in the fight yet when she got infected.
No.
He was, but it's
Oh.
so. I mean, if you think that he would be concerned on on an attack that you witnessed, then you could roll it. Otherwise, if you just happen to wake up in the morning and do a cursory medical check on your party somewhat frequently, then you could go ahead and roll one this morning
As
as well.
habit, maybe.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like something Alhatham would do out of habit.
Yeah.
Like, he probably is one of those, he probably, like, being a medical teacher, like, does it to his students unintentionally, like, looking and seeing, like, oh, that one's hungover.
Yeah.
That one's
Makes
clearly
sense.
got a severe headache, probably from being hungover.
He points at Gilbark. That one's just weird.
That one is just weird.
Oh, you know what?
There's just something wrong with that one. He's
There are so many
broken.
diseases in such a little body.
You look under your bed, there's just a hole. Don't mind the hole.
There we go.
Don't
Alright,
mind the
got
giant
it.
rats.
DC was 30. It was a hard level 11 DC.
I started breeding them.
So yeah, Alhatham, you look. So Gilbark kind of looks around, doesn't see anything. You look around. You do notice Emily seems to be moving a little bit more stiffly than she normally was.
Ha! Nice.
You know, the thing is that makes perfect sense because Alhatham would know Amalisce a lot
Yeah.
better.
True.
Yeah, and so you get the sense that maybe there was something that's affecting her that hasn't quite taken hold yet. She doesn't seem to be showing other symptoms other than just maybe she might be needing medical attention in the future.
So maybe we should take her to a real doctor instead of a guy who's living on his pension.
And just to reiterate how affliction rules work with onset period, she rolled her initial save, failed or crit failed actually, but there was an onset period, and so then you wait that onset period before she actually gets to the stage that her crit fail would get her to, so stage 2. Then there's another waiting period at each stage that you wait before making your next check. So she probably won't even be rolling a check today,
Okay.
even if the onset period was 24 hours. Does that make sense?
I
It's
see.
24 hours for the stage 2 to take place due to the onset period from her first check. Then you wait again another duration before making the check to see if you go up or down from stage 2.
Oh, you know what? I could just make her an anti-plague. Well, I guess we don't
Well,
know
that's
it's
24
a
hours.
disease. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know whether it's disease or not.
Yes, I
also,
won't
it's
do
24
that.
hours, so but I mean it's free, so maybe it wouldn't matter. But I'm trying to hint to Alhatham that he knows that she'll be making a save, but probably she won't be making a save today. The onset might happen today, but she'll be waiting even longer. So whether
I
you
might
want to
just
save
make
your
one-
anti-plague or not.
I could
Gilbark,
just make one
I
of the
would-
versatile vial, to be fair.
I
Since we're
would-
not in combat.
Prepare a anti-plague and an antidote just in case.
It lasts 10 minutes until drunk.
That's fine.
Consumed.
I already made my other things this morning, and he holds up a bunch of different bottles.
Well, we
Thank
don't
you,
need
Ted.
them immediately. We're going to need them probably in about
24 to
24
48
hours. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Now,
It
are
lasts
we?
10 minutes?
No, but if I do it with quick vial.
Oh, yeah. If you did it
But
with your
then, like,
daily,
the
it should last for
effect-
24 hours.
Right, the effect, I believe,
Or
would
tell you
last
next
24 regardless.
Yeah, if she chugs it, well, no. So if
Yeah, I
you
have to
did a
check.
daily crafting, it would last. That potion in your inventory would last until your next daily craft, and if she were to drink it, it would work for 24 hours. If you use quick alchemy, any consumable made through quick alchemy can only have a duration effect max
Of
of 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
So it would be a waste to use a 24-hour effect potion using quick alchemy.
Correct, yes.
Because it would basically nerf the fuck out of it. So I would use your actual daily crafting on long duration potions.
Too late for that, Chief.
Well, as long as you
Yeah.
get up a little early tomorrow, it should be fine.
Ha! You're funny. And
No.
Oh,
he,
don't
like,
worry,
slaps your arm and walks out.
you'll get very used to getting up early when I'm around.
Again,
True.
don't mind the hole. Don't mind the giant rats. And he kind of like grabs a rug from your other room and kind of slides it under your bed.
It was
What the
less
fuck?
than 8 hours. What were
Right.
you doing down there?
Like I said, breeding giant rats. I'm gonna make a rat army.
This isn't your house. This is my house, dude.
The rats were living under it. It's also
I
their
somehow
house.
doubt that.
This is now the rat's house.
Uh,
The rat.
sorry, I'm
come
just
back
putting
and
that
it's
in
gonna
here
be
just
full of
because I
giant
wanted
rats.
to read it
Dude.
real quick.
This
Yeah,
reminds me of,
I think you
of
guys
the
spent
dude,
8 hours. Do that.
Yes.
the brothers in the Deep Run tram that have the
Oh
rat.
my god, yeah!
But on the bright side, I do have robust recovery, which makes the bonus on a success to +4 and successes
Yeah.
or crit successes.
I
So-
want my
That's
rat
kind of what you
experiments.
do when you know it's a disease and you know they're like at stage 4, about to die,
Oh.
and you need to spend downtime to just ensure that you treat the guy off for the whole fucking
Yeah.
day. Then you can stack that with the item bonus of potions too.
I
Yeah.
hope
Um,
my experiments go wrong with the rats and they become sentient and they make me their king.
God.
What the fuck?
so yeah. Anyway,
This is my
Oh,
house.
I'm going to have to call an exterminator.
No!
I'm not just going to leave rats here.
Think
Why is
about
my
it.
family
How often are you away from home?
I come back in the evenings. It's not like
Yeah,
I'm
but
gone
what if
from
we
home
leave
most
town?
days. Well, yeah, sure. We're probably going to end up leaving town, which is when I'll
The
call the
rats will protect
exterminator.
it.
No.
This is my worst nightmare. That's not even my house.
The exterminator
Oh.
will come in, get rid of the problem, and then the guards will keep the house safe as always.
If the rats have anything to say about it.
Jesus
If
Christ.
the rats manage to deal with both the guards and the exterminators, I'm going to have a bigger problem.
We come back and they're all just hanging off of like nails on the wall. Like, oh,
Shit.
guys, I think I fucked up.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I might have made a mistake.
Well, at that point, I'm hoping the rats won't be able to resist the 10th level spell slots. But you know,
Yeah, we get back and there's a newspaper article. Fight happens at local educator's house between town guard and army of rats.
Army of rats? Question mark.
listen, I don't live in Leppenstadt. That kind of thing only happens there.
It's true.
I
They
don't know. What
actually
that is.
recently released Leppenstadt Surgeon, which is a new archetype that's all about being Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster.
Now,
That's awesome.
if we
Just
go
a dude
back,
who's homie.
if we go back to that dude and get the 8th thing from him, are we allowed to then go to one of the other shops and continue the day there with them?
yeah, I mean it just takes an hour of interaction to potentially get that
It's a
8,
lot
so you'd have
earlier,
plenty of time
too.
of the day.
Yes.
It was
Okay,
4
cool.
p.m.
7
at,
a.m.
It was 4 p.m. last time we went to the other guy's place, so like
Yep.
we had a lot less time in the day.
All right, let's head back to him. Let's
Well,
see if we
while
can.
you guys do that, I'm gonna go pick up something from the academy really quick. If I knew
Oh,
I'd
I'm
be
gonna
seeing
go
you,
like that.
I would have brought them with me, but clearly I didn't
Very well.
know.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Do you want the company?
Also, Kyle, I don't need it. I'd rather it be a surprise.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
nothing
oh,
tangible or
no.
nothing worth anything, Kyle.
Huh.
Just a reference
Well,
to the
that's-
back. Just a
No,
reference to the
Gilbark
epilogue.
just casually dropped a percentile die for some fucking reason. We'll see what that's about.
Probably,
Don't worry about
probably the rats.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, if I don't know how long it's going to take you to complete your journey, Alhatham, but if we are not at the tattoo shop, we will be at the next one in line.
I'll just
Oh.
meet you at the next one in line. How about that?
That worked. Perfect. And we will head back to the tattoo parlor.
Yeah, it'll take probably about a total of an hour. The first half hour is no problem getting through town. Once you get to the edge of the coin district, that's where a lot of the crowds start to get thicker, and you get into the Grand Bazaar here, and again, it takes like probably 30 minutes not to get too far, so a full hour to get from Alhatham's house to the ink tattoo.
People shop early in this town. My goodness.
Oh yeah.
Alhatham's right at home.
And
That's why Alhatham likes to say so much.
let me get this thing open again. Should be able to start it up again. Does that work?
Looks like it.
Yep. It's open.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so the door's open. He doesn't have a customer yet. There's plenty of people walking through, but no one's sat down yet. Welcome back.
Oh, good morning. We just wanted to stop by and we felt that we still had some unfinished conversations to have with you, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I hope those tattoos healed or began to heal well for you.
Oh, yes, we were able to accelerate their healing, and they turned out very well.
It's scabbed over. That means it's healing.
Yeah, thank you.
It's itchy, that's
Good to
me
hear.
healing.
Don't
You
scratch
are-
it.
You are truly a master of your craft, and I applaud you.
Well, thank you. I hope you'll find great use of that on your adventures.
Oh, absolutely.
And what would you guys, all the 4 of you, not all Alhatham, what would you guys like to do this
Just let me
first
do the
round
crafting
here?
check.
Yep.
Just let him at it.
I
Alright,
could
go
roll
for
a 2
Just
and pass.
Let me do the crafting check.
So, Gilbark, you want to walk in and start talking shop immediately? Maybe
Okay, so
comment
hear me
on
out.
his needles or whatever?
Hear me out. I'm an alchemist. I can get you colored ink.
Alright.
Jesus Christ, but I mean, it succeeded.
Still a success, but damn.
Would the other 3 of you like to attempt to do any influencing or discovery, or just not do any of the above?
I will try to do, since we're here, since we got to spend the entire round anyways, right?
Yeah, it's going to be an hour of interaction
That's
for
true.
Gilbark to have
Continue
gotten.
being a dickhead to him.
Just keep in mind, if
oh.
you do influence skills, there's a chance that you could crit fail and you could take away from Gilbark's success. But
Oh, yeah.
looks like Sylas has another success, so you have 2 so far.
All right. I will just simply
his
do a
resistance?
perception.
Or resistance.
Okay.
Binders
Yeah, you haven't learned his-
What's he resistant to?
Yeah, Rishalou, it's a little early in the morning for you. Can't quite learn anything else. Amalisce? Yeah, rolled a 3.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, let's
Yeah?
see what's going on.
Yeah, the hero point's going to be interesting. Oh, Amalisce learned something. Do you want to learn his resistance
Yeah.
or an additional influence skills? There are 2 more influence skills, by the way. I think there's a total of 5 typically per NPC.
Well, I don't think we need those anymore. So
Right.
I mean, do we really need to know his resistances?
Yes.
Nah.
yeah,
at
I wanted
this
to.
point,
I wanted
might
to
as
just
well.
say women. It would be so funny.
right.
That was my thought. I was like, what if
Yeah.
he's gay?
Yeah.
Pretty-
I just
well,
want to see.
With that beard. I mean,
Funny story.
No way.
Wait, really?
Legit.
I'm so smart.
oh my god.
It's not his resistance, but it is
It's-
in the book. I just wasn't gonna.
Oh
go
yeah.
that way.
Go that way. Yeah.
Arhan relies upon the support of his friends and allies. If a character tries to influence
God.
Arhan when he's alone, that is, while Apple, which I think is his pet, Brine, which is his boyfriend, or Nara, which is, I think, the assistant,
fucking settle down over there.
aren't around.
I'm so
Yay.
smart.
Which is often the
Gay.
case. Basically, if you talk to him like at night, or if any of his people, what he's comfortable with, aren't around, he would actually get more reserved, and he would have a +2 to his influence DC.
You know what gave it away?
So.
It was the scarf.
I thought it was the.
Any guy who wears a scarf in
Weird gnome.
2025 is probably gay. It just is what it is.
Guys, come on.
For
Or
me, it was the,
or very
the
fancy.
Amish beard.
So anyway,
Style beard.
the hour passes, and the round goes up, but you guys do get 2 influence points, which hits 9, but 8 is the last tier. He offers a clue that might help you
Oh.
find Diriel. When looking over a book of tattoo images, Diriel marked One of the images reminded him of a sign above a safe place he knows. So Diriel had told him about a sign above a safe place that he goes to or that he knows. And one of the images reminded him of that. He finds Arhan finds the image and shows it to you. It's a stylized horse in profile. It's not much, but he hopes it can be helpful to you, and you get 80 XP.
Well, thank you much, Arhan. Alhatham doesn't get that XP, but
I
you know,
want
maybe.
402.
Yeah, he does.
Definitely.
doesn't get that XP.
I believe we're at 402.
I'm just doing a role play thing right now, okay? Just let me have this.
Jeez.
And now that is complete, I'll give the rest of his stat block. You could arcana'd him to discuss the magic properties of tattoos. You could have diplomacied him to ask openly, honestly. And his penalty is a character who critically fails an attempt to influence twice in a row, which I don't think anyone did. You critically failed some discovery. I don't think it was
Discovery, yeah.
Even if it was, I missed it. So if you had, he would no longer allow that player to do any more influences. You could have still done discoveries, but you would no longer be allowed to do influence if you critically failed to influence in a row.
That makes sense.
And
Very
that is him. This is available for you guys to reference for notes, especially that clue and that last one. I think if you guys are in the bestiary and you go to the NPC, where the hell is my bestiary? Here it is. NPC Gallery, Grand Bazaar Shopkeepers, you can access him. I'll also give you his personality and appearance since you've seen him now. But there is an influence tab at the top of his bestiary entry. And in there should be a way to click on that influence event. And that will bring
Yes,
up...
there is.
That'll bring this up for you in the future if you ever wanted to reread any of the shit that in access the store or whatever that you unlocked. So that'll be there for you forever.
Nice.
Huzzah.
But yes, he is. So you spent 1 hour, and you have you know that is the most you're gonna be able to get out of him.
Nice. That was cool.
What if I
Then we
stab
will-
him?
You're right. On the way out the door.
I could get more.
Be careful. Guys.
Guys, trust me, I can get more.
I back out of the shop, facing forward. Anyways, so
What the fuck is your problem?
let's. We
That shit's good. I don't care who you are.
we head to the
Oh, fuck.
next.
They got me.
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
this is-
All right.
He's my +1.
So
I walks out
Alhatham,
too.
during that hour, you would have had time to retrieve what you want. It's going to
What is
take them
happening?
30 minutes to get to the next shop, pushing through people. So it's going to be 9:30. You would have had time to have met up with them by
What is
then.
happening right now?
Perfect. Yeah, it's,
Beauty is
when
happening.
Alhatham reunites with the party, he'll hand you each a book, and I will put them in the party stash.
Fuck.
Ooh, books. Are they like an adventure book of our?
That is exactly what they are.
Is it really?
He hands
Oh,
you the
Hell
first book in
yeah,
his Copper novel
brother.
series, The Abomination Vaults, that chronicle
awesome.
your guys' the Gauntlet Cruise adventure.
Wait,
each
only
one,
3.
Well, he
You weren't there, bitch.
he would have a fourth. The fourth just isn't signed. He personally signed one for each member with the intent of giving one to everybody.
I love it.
See, it's only 3. I see how it is.
Oh, I did
I'm
grab
not
you
sad.
one. It's just not
Start
signed. Let me.
Yay! And he
you can-
jumps up.
You could just add it to your inventory.
Yeah.
It's just a custom item I made while you guys were finishing that.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
I just made the quantity up one in the party stash, so Sylas can grab one. The other thing I want to point out, how I'm going to use the party stash in this campaign, is kind of like a video game where you can see the inventory of all the shit on the ground around you. So if
like
you guys drop stuff on the ground, where you can use the stash, it's kind of like a temporary staging to swap stuff or whatever. But if you walk away and you leave something in the stash, it will be deleted.
Oh.
Oh,
We're not going to use the stash as just like an infinite, infinite weight chest that you can just keep shit in and then access later, like we've done in other campaigns. The goal is you have only the amount of weight carry capacity that your characters have, and that's the stuff you can keep and carry and access. It's the party chest in the Atari house that you could leave shit in, but you would have to physically go to a safe home and put stuff in an actual chest, like Amalisce did in Bloodlords, and leave it behind. So the stash is not going to be used for storing items. It'll be the party chest that we'll use.
Oh, okay.
If you want, if you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
The Abomination Vault. What's that?
The Abomination.
It's just the name I came up with for... there was a lighthouse that was powerfully enchanted by a long-dead sorceress necromancer that we dealt with 2 years ago.
It was like a whole thing. Had to be there.
It was a thing.
It was basically a vault full of different abominations. Like, there was a hell floor and all of that. So, meh.
It was in
Is
all the
there a
papers.
reason why you took Amalisce out of the party stash or party token?
I took
Ye-
everybody out of the party token so that you can have access to clicking buttons.
Game's paused. I can't drag
Oh,
myself.
okay.
But there's no point in. I mean, I guess.
That's fair.
As long as you're on the map, you guys are gonna be able to click the shit and chat and stuff. That's the only reason
Oh,
why.
cool.
I like to see my beautiful
Oh,
party.
I know, right?
Thank you.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it
you're
takes
not
30
pretty.
minutes. You meet Alhatham outside. The
flawless.
Historia Reliquary is the sign on this shop that you're meeting Alhatham outside of.
I was on the cover of a Play Goblin.
Okay.
Good for
Rough.
you.
In the mechanic's outfit.
Except it only has the straps.
I hate it here so much. Anyways,
Also, you know, Amalisce, I don't think I've seen you drink the last several days. Decided to finally
yeah.
turn a new leaf, or did your liver fall out?
okay. First off,
can
my
do
liver's
that.
fine.
Damn.
That felt like a call out.
I liked it.
It was more of a joke. Your liver physically can't fall out. That's not how that works. It was a
Well, I
medical
mean,
joke.
It can if you have lacerations.
I mean, I guess, yes, but that's more like a surgical removal than anything else.
Oh, that's so good.
It doesn't traditionally just fall out.
But no, I have not had anything to drink in 2 years.
Good. Very impressive.
Was it my fault?
It's been a very tough 2 years. Yes, it was.
Ah,
very-
addiction is like that. Not that I
I
would
don't
know,
have a.
but
I
I've
told
seen
you I
enough
could stop
people.
whenever I wanted, and I did. So I clearly don't have a problem. Takes deep breaths whenever there's like alcohol around to try and calm herself.
It now sounds like you might have a problem.
Well, if she has the mental fortitude to push past it, then it's not really a problem.
That sounds like an alcoholic.
Yes, but if she's taking steps to not be an alcoholic, that's a good thing.
It's only a problem if you make it a problem.
True.
Fair. I shake her hand.
I firmly grasp it.
Pause.
Ow. Ow.
No,
Ow.
pause.
Let
Get it?
go.
Ha.
I like
All right, well, let's
Ow.
stop standing outside this
Oh,
business's
stop
front
being
door
such
like
big
a bunch of
baby, Sylas. Your
weirdos.
paw will be fine.
He's holding his wrist and he's got the limp paw hanging out. That really hurts.
Yeah.
Damn,
Got that
that bitch
limp
is tiny, but she
disease.
is strong.
Yeah, his tail is like stiffened up, and it's like all the fur is lifted up, and he's just trying to pull away. Like,
Here you
go.
He's going ram, ram.
It's like when we first met, she crushed his hand. He's like, ah!
She is small, but she is mighty. Sorry, we can get to the question.
You guys, you're gonna go enter the shop labeled Historia Reliquary.
I think
Yes,
so.
Okay,
we
yeah.
are.
If there's an open sign.
You know, now that everyone's saying yes,
There
I'm
is-
gonna say no.
The door is unlocked.
Well, too
and,
bad you've been
you
outvoted.
do see
Oh, I pick him up and I
some
carry
light
him.
through the front
This
window.
guy.
I
Not
hate
breaking and
democracy.
entering. If the door's unlocked, I go inside.
Yep.
You see a pleasant, orderly shop lit by glass globes containing continual flame, with historical relics on display in cases. It looks as more of a museum than it is just a store. There does appear to be a black cloth draped in the front window, so you wouldn't have been able to see much of this until you actually entered the front and came in properly. And as you step through the threshold, you see this guy.
Rishalou starts sweating because of all the glass around. He's like, oh shit, if I move wrong, I'm going to break something.
That's fair. He's got the monocle!
What a handsome gent.
Right?
And he'll say, please come in and close the door behind you. I will have to insist on a silver piece entry fee. You know, we have to keep the riffraff out, if you know what I mean.
Just look at me when
Sounds
he says
about
that.
right. Alhatham will toss him a silver.
I mean, yeah, I'll give him one.
Okay.
But he's basically just saying the poor aren't welcome, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
damn.
that's what he's saying. And so he will insist and reach his hand out to all 5 of you. Any of you that want to enter, he will deduct a silver from you.
I have deducted a silver.
I will subtract a silver.
Do we get this back when we leave?
No. It is a fee for the museum. As he looks around and he points to all of the things on the shelf. The gloriousness of my shop demands a fee.
I know.
I want to kill him already, guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
is there a money back guarantee if it's boring?
Boring.
You'll have to excuse...
And if you are bored in a shop like this, then there is something wrong with you, not with my shop.
You'll
I'll be
have
the judge
to
of that, and I
excuse
give him
my
the silver. I
friends.
put it in his hand.
They are not from Absalom. They're from,
Hey!
Well,
Don't
I don't know
speak
where
for
the
me.
little one's from, but...
I see. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
Gilbark Gloomdanger. I'm an alchemist extraordinaire, and I'm here to set up a shop in this fine city. And when I make more money than you, I will be running you out if I am treated poorly.
Wow,
All right,
you
you're
are
gonna
a
start looking
handful.
around.
I clap.
So anyway, we're looking for a man named Diriel Miranes, if you've heard of him.
oh, yes, I've heard of them. But now that all is well and all of the fees have been paid, please do come in properly and enjoy some of our free refreshments. And he points to a table with fresh rolls and tea.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rishalou's just going to stand by the front door. Like I said, I'm too nervous to walk through the shop. I'm afraid I'm just going to break something. So,
Do you want me to turn you into
plastered
mist?
against the door.
no, Gilbark. I'm fine. Thank you.
I like
Okay.
how Amalisce's reaction was pretty similar to Alhatham's. Oh, look at that! Food!
Food!
Food and drink! Exciting.
Yeah, I stuff those buns in my pockets when they're not looking.
I stuff them buns.
Stuff
in
them
my
buns. That's the
butt.
other shop.
buns.
Stuff them buns.
Well,
Interesting.
suit yourself if you want to stay there. But I would say even more refined than my glorious artifacts on display are my meticulously crafted refreshments. And he pops one in his mouth. Truly some of the best, most exquisite things, I might say so myself. And then go ahead, I'll show his personality and appearance with you guys, as you would understand that just by talking with him. He is in the Grand Bazaar Shopkeeper's Bestiary entry. You now have that, and we can hop into the actual rounds here, where we get further on.
Oh, yeah, he's arrogant. All right.
Arrogant, long-winded, methodical.
Methodical.
I don't like him.
I don't think any of us do, but we have to talk to this prick. Oh, look, they give
Yeah,
us
don't
5
worry.
rounds.
I will be running
Yeah.
him out of the town. I will be buying his entire fucking store from out under him. I will be the majority shareholder.
Academia
And yeah,
lore.
you should already have a weakness unlocked.
Oh, yeah.
Due to the tattoo guy,
Oh, yeah.
one of his things was providing you a circumstance bonus to specific checks, which I'm not going to reveal which ones they are, but that is something you've unlocked that I can toggle on and off if it's...
I do like his monocle.
The monocle
The
really
monocle is
sells
pretty
it.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But he does have 3 discovery. We'll be in our first hour here. Who wants to go first? And do you want to discover or influence?
We need good people to discover, so everybody with high of any of those.
Amalisce is going to spend some time looking them up and down, and you do successfully learn. Would you like to learn an influence skill, another weakness, or a resistance?
An influence skill, please.
Alright, I'm supposed to give you the easiest for you, so lowest DC. Give you this one.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
if you can successfully lie and find some way to imply that you're connected to Diriel, he'd be more likely to talk to you about his whereabouts or what he knows about him.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
My turn.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Society
If you say
check.
I failed again, I swear to God.
You definitely didn't. I'm trying to
Okay.
see.
Thank God.
Critical success. Choose 2 of the options
Ooh.
detailed.
Ooh. Nice.
You can choose the same option twice to learn 2 pieces of information from the same category if you want. So you can. So you can either split. You could do an influence and a weakness, or you could do 2 weaknesses, or you could do a resistance and a.
Oh, does he have multiple weaknesses?
He has. Yes, he has more weaknesses than the last guy did. He has more even than the one that you have already unlocked. But there's also 4 influence skills that you don't know yet.
I will take that. I will take it for the team, and I will get us 2 weaknesses because those seem actually really good.
That's probably a good call, especially with this guy since he's an arrogant prick.
He's an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if any PC is an expert or better in a lore skill related to an Avistani location or about history more broadly, he likes you, starting us at 1 influence point. This is something that's more of a passive weakness that I was already looking through, and I don't think it triggered. So I will refund you that. So you get you get another weakness. This is his final weakness. He likes long-winded discussions. If you use a specific skill to influence him, and you're willing to extend the amount of time that you're going to use from 1 to 4 rounds, then you could reduce that DC by 2. So, like, if one of you says, I want to use, I want to do an like deception or whatever, let's say that was one of the ones, you would have to then be sitting out for 4 fucking rounds in order to get that -2 to that one. So, probably not the best.
Alright.
But, like I said, I'll refund you the passive weakness. You can still learn one more thing, and he's out of weaknesses.
Then I'll do I'll do another influence then.
Okay. This is another one that's the lowest DC of what's remaining. Don't think it really matters for you guys, but there you go. So
Next level.
Crazy.
Next level. I've already decided I'm going to take Academia lore as additional lore.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I done my
All right.
part.
Who's
Fuck
next?
this guy.
I'll take Perception as a discovery, because both those skill checks kind of suck for us as a group.
Right.
Yep.
Boop.
All right, you get to learn a piece of information. You can learn his resistance, or you can learn an influence
skill, please.
It'll be... Ooh, I gotta roll a D1. They're the same DC. Yeah. It's okay. You learn... intimidation can be used to warn him to back off. I don't know, I think I'll reword that. I mean, you're effectively just going to intimidate him to provide the information in any way you want, really. I don't like how that's worded. This makes sense to me.
Okay. All right. Well, I will let Sylas go last so he can play off me again, and I will try to. Oh wow, my intimidation is 2 points higher. I will try to intimidate him into. Oh wow. How can
Academia.
what would I say?
Academia.
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 to
Man, y'all are unliterate.
back off. Oh,
Well played. Well played.
So it seems you seem to have a problem with Dario, and I don't understand why, since he seems to be an upstanding citizen in town. What is your problem with him? So,
Oh, I get it.
that's what I'm reading. That's how I'm kinda taking that.
I'll give you this as just some general information you'll learn from just talking with him in general about Duriel. He knows Duriel. He has bought artifacts from him, rare cards and things. He likes to collect artifacts and use for his shop. And so he kind of thinks of him as a commodity he doesn't want to share information about because he's worried about the competition from Gilbark trying to run him out of business by buying the cards or whatever first. So when you're warning him to back off, it's more like you better tell us where he is. You can't be a monopoly on this guy.
Right, you can't. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. All right, come on. Fuck me.
Feel that.
I cannot roll like as usual tonight.
At least it's not combat.
True.
Who's last?
Me.
Sylas.
Oh, the intimidation check looks pretty high DC. And we got deception first, so it should be the lowest.
Deception's
Deception and Academia were the first two revealed. They were the same DC.
Yeah,
and then Intimidation is the next
said he
lowest.
reveals the lowest DC the first, yeah?
Yes, and then it goes up to the highest DC.
And I think that's how it's supposed to be, but
I believe so. If I remember the influence subsystem correctly, which granted I don't think I ran it very well.
I'm gonna try deception first.
In agreement with you.
Yep, you learn which skill that can influence the NPC has the lowest DC. Skipping one you already know. Yeah, so you're supposed to be the lowest.
Well, better of otherwise I'd be at a
Deception, success due to your stuff helped. Okay, so that is a single success from round 1. I think everybody's gone. So we'll get you the influence, we'll get the round picked up, and we'll move the hour. Alright, top of the next hour.
Gilbark, you want to go first again? Stay in the same rotation, or...
I went first last time.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Let me get my garbage roll out of the way.
Okay.
All right, sure.
I too will.
Bro's jinxing it early.
Try to deceive him into that we are looking to purchase some cards from him in a way that because we're trying to make our decks better.
Okay.
Yeah, Seto Kaiba ripped up my grandpa's
I
best
said,
cards.
Get the shit rolls.
Rip. Alright, who's next?
I'll do a society. I'll try to learn the last two influence.
Nice.
Or one of the last two.
Ooh, you get 2 pieces again.
Wow.
That's insane.
My luck's turning around. Let's get both the new influences.
You are my yang.
Alright, these are the final influence.
Yeah.
You know all influence skills now.
Okay, good. Because I am only good at society out of all of those.
And he still does have a resistance that could be discovered. That's the one thing that discovery could still provide you is a resistance.
Yeah.
Who is...
I'll try
the 3 of you. So.
Or you want to go next?
It doesn't matter. I just spoke up because I...
Yeah, go ahead. What
is my... They're literally all fucking the same. That's awesome. It's great. It's so great.
I don't know if
Deception was the lowest DC, right? That's what we determined?
Yes.
Well...
Does Drake see this subsystem window?
It does not. They can't see what's going on, but it's
Guys, I'm not
you know,
having a good time.
it's not too hard to follow along.
You're
It's
not.
simply, you know, what checks.
Did it
we've
pop
learned.
up and then disappear after the
No,
vendor
because in
inspected, like,
order
everything?
to bring it up, it's technically part of the bestiary, which I don't even know if the stream
Which
technically
is maybe it's all UI and we're hiding
The
UI.
bestiary, sir.
I was gonna
Fuck
say the
off.
Bestiary.
Thank you.
All right, so we got 2 more people.
I can't believe how you don't know it's bestiary.
Seriously,
We got Alhatham
uncultured
and
swine.
Sylas left.
I will use diplomacy and, you know, just get him talking. Hoping that he'll try to, you know, hoping that he'll just reveal some stuff, you know, unintentionally through our discussion. That's not a great roll.
And yet it was
Okay.
still higher than mine.
I have a
So
plan.
I know it's called diplomacy, but for some, my brain
I'll be
just
right
immediately
back.
went to a diplomancer.
Diplomancer?
Diplomat.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
you mean a
Sylas,
bard?
Yeah.
I think you're last this
Am
round.
I needed to carry here?
I
Yes.
think you are.
Well, we'll go for diplomancy again.
Let's go.
Nancy.
Wait, no, not diplomancy. What the fuck am I? No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I raised the books from the grave.
Yeah,
God.
carrying the party yet again.
Uh,
again.
Yeah, you managed to talk about his knowledge and kind of praise him enough that he's willing to give you point, and that was the only point. So you guys got 1 influence point, getting you the first tier 2. He reveals he knows Zuriel fairly well. He likes purchasing antique cards. I think I already kind of told you that. He then steers conversation to some of his wares and goes so far as to press some of them upon you, so that you'll be kind of, you know, showing off his wares to maybe like a walking billboard, basically.
Holy shit!
But there are, if you click that Arikanesh's choice to
Yeah.
open this loot, you only get to pick 1 for the whole party out of these 3 options in that.
Staff of Final Rest Graders, not bad. That's a pretty good option. You can cast Dimension Door?
That
I want that so bad.
And I'll just post the 3.
Well,
it's got.
actually, wait. Does Papa Schwinn use a shield?
Yes, I do.
Honestly,
that
that shield
shield's
might actually be the
sick.
way. That shield's really good.
Yeah, so
Activate
just-
for Divine Wrath. I
Dude,
think we go shield.
that cape is cool as fuck too.
Yeah, the cape's cool, but like that
9,
shield is
That shield's
busted.
insane. Yeah.
I
I don't know what
Oh,
kind of
good.
shield
Got
you
another
have, though,
point.
so it's just let us
So
know.
Ryan,
I guess
they barely got to tier 2. He's providing a choice of 3 of his artifacts for the party to keep.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
They're all good.
Holy shit.
we only get
So
one.
Staff
though.
is
you have
good.
to pick 1 of these
That
1,000
shield.
gold item basically that you're gonna get.
I think the staff is the worst of the 3, even though it's really good.
Yeah, if I didn't already have a custom staff, the staff would be a no-brainer, but I've already got a
I
staff.
think we might have to go shield.
Yeah, that shield's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know,
Unless
the +2 deception checks are kind of
Okay,
nice.
I was to say just the Dimension Door for me, since most of my healing I have to run into melee to do. I would also make an argument for that.
Well,
But
the reason I'm thinking
if he doesn't take damage, that's good.
because the cape is really good for Amalisce in particular, since she's stumbling stance. Her deception with feinting before stumbling swing is actually a really good combo, and the teleportation is nice.
But will she remember to do that?
Probably
that-
not, because she'd never remember to
that
do that
shield-
during Abomination Vaults. But you know,
That shield
it could happen.
is a tower shield. I don't know if that matters at all.
It means that whoever is going to hold it is going to be very slow.
Yeah, the shield I have has hardness 8, 64 HP, and 32 BT. Now I don't get the obvious activation ability, but
Yeah, and you can do a second take cover if you're fighting something really heavy.
yeah.
Plus Divine Wrath, and you get Activate Command.
The activate command is the divine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do.
And Divine Wrath is a very good spell.
Yeah,
I think
that's
the
what I'm
shield is the
saying.
best item.
I'm
It's-
dropping the shield in the party storage.
Okay.
Based.
Decision made.
All right,
Decision made. I
decision
buttered
made.
them
Going
up.
once, going twice. Lock it in.
I think it was definitely between that and the cape, so
The
Yeah.
other two are
There was
destroyed.
just no point in...
please don't
Wait a
say
minute.
destroyed.
I can't re-pull up
Well,
the influence event? Fuck. I accidentally
Destroyed
closed it.
from.
Oh,
yeah, you
we
can
also
pull it back
gained
up.
60 XP. Yay.
Yep.
We're
Maybe I gotta
going
reopen.
fast.
By the way, hold on.
We'll be level
If you go-
12
if
before
you-
we know it.
Oh, that thing has a 4 bulk to it. Holy fuck.
Yeah, Tower
Yeah,
Shield.
it's heavy.
It's like Barb's Shield.
And it works the
Wow.
same way.
I
You
had to
can take
reopen
cover
for
behind it to
theory.
get plus 4
Best
AC.
theory. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but that kills my movement speed.
What's your movement speed at right now after
20.
equipping it?
Yeah, it's like a
you'll be
minus
fine.
5, minus 10 or something crazy on Tower Shields.
To be fair, you're kind of like the main tank right now, right? So
Yeah.
like, the less you
can't
could get
tank.
hit with the tower shield and stuff too, I could keep you up better, so your movement will matter less. Plus, I could always give you Cheetah's
okay.
elixir and give you another plus 20.
I just got
There you
rid
go.
of the shield I was carrying, and it dropped my encumbrance down. So I can now, I'm back to 30.
Oh,
Yeah, you can go
okay.
put that in this party storage. I'll grab it and put it
You're
in my
gonna,
inventory so we
you're
can
gonna be
sell it.
okay with that item, or do we need a retcon?
I think we're
No.
good.
I think
No,
we're
I'm
good.
good. I'm good. My movement is still the same. I'm just gonna have to take like Hefty Hauler or something to.
Okay.
carry
You can
more
see if
shit.
your shield
I
for 50
got
gold.
you, bro.
Honestly,
Yeah.
For
Hefty
500
Hauler is just
gold-
something I
gold
take on
too,
every
so.
character just because it's so nice to
Although-
have.
True. Oh, I have it already. Never mind.
Yeah, and that staff would have been a no-brainer.
And
if
did
I
you guys get your
didn't
60
already have one.
XP from
Oh.
this tier here?
Yes.
462, right?
Yep, 462.
All right.
We're flying through
Okay.
this level,
fuck.
guys. We'll be level
You
12.
guys are
soon.
welcome.
Do we have a bag of holding by chance?
We are the one party that doesn't.
Yes, I do.
You, oh, wait, you do.
You bought one?
That's what I spent some of my starting gold on because
Yeah.
I need it for my alchemical supplies and shit.
Oh,
Base.
boom.
Hopefully that Mike's not picking that up.
Interesting.
Sorry if it is.
Uh,
Yeah, we're good.
Without it, I would be
Me blowing
encumbered
my
times like
nose 'cause
50.
it's
Yeah,
bad.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, my mic's
I'm
generally
alright.
good at ignoring that
I've been-
kind of noise, but
I have a type 2, actually, so I have a ton.
Nice.
the fact that nobody's commented on the fact that my AC is on in the background is a good sign.
Yeah,
What's that?
I said I don't care, Chief.
All right, so 2 hours, 2 rounds of fast. It's 11:30.
I'm
Top of
saying
the
it because I don't know if
Please.
it's audible on the mic.
who's doing what?
Uh,
I mean,
I'll
I'm
do
probably
society.
going to
Oh,
do
we're on round 3?
do another
Okay.
one.
Round 3.
I'll try
fuck
diplomacy
it, watch
again.
this. Me too. Hey. Well, not diplomacy, society. Get fucked.
Well, that's a
Society
success.
to
Nice.
my God.
discover, or was that to influence?
Influence, sorry.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
diplomacy.
So you gonna
That's
get a
even worse than
point.
before.
God damn it!
Alhatham doesn't get a point.
Oh, right, it's only crit.
Charisma is my
yeah.
second highest stat. How am I rolling this shit?
I only have a +1.
Dude, look at mine. I think.
Oh, good point.
I have intelligence
Yeah,
plus
that's my
5,
bad.
charisma 1, wisdom 3,
Oh.
con 4, dex 3. No strength.
So Gilbark and Alhatham went.
Yep.
Okay.
I hate this guy. He's an asshole, and he just keeps talking to Gilbark, and he's like, "Please leave me alone."
I will roll intimidation under influence skills again.
Like to
Let's see
imagine that again, Alhatham is just trying to drag him into a conversation, but you're just distracting the both of us. Like,
Yay!
Come on,
man.
Only a success
Let's
on
go.
a- Wow.
You did it. You
did
this
something.
this time he is looking at you with a little bit more respect than last time.
Nice.
Who
I
uh,
smack you
asshole.
for not respecting my
I
boy.
still have
Just
to go.
The fact that a 19 is
It's me and Amalisce that haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
you guys are currently at 2 points.
Yeah, you go ahead,
Wow.
Amalisce, if you want.
True.
Listen,
Okay.
society seems really good here. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah,
Shows
society seems to be pretty low.
I don't think
Okay.
it's low. It's just the fact that characters that benefit from high society, like, DCs for society is typically lower because a lot less
Yay!
characters can build
Yeah, yeah.
society.
That was
up.
influence.
All right, Sylas, are you gonna be able to get us 2 tiers up, or are we gonna be stuck at 5 points, or are you gonna
Come
hurt it?
on. Crit succeed.
I believe.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, that's
got
a
this.
really good number again. What the
You
fuck?
didn't increase the round counter by the
It
way.
didn't
Kyle.
roll. It must be an 18.
It starts at 0. It's keeping track of how many rounds have been complete.
Kyle, I
So we
rolled an
completed
18.
2
but my
rounds.
dice didn't
We're
roll,
on
and I
round
just
3.
Didn't reconnect it.
Oh, so
It was
that's
supposed to
36.
be an 18, but it didn't roll.
So add 15 to that result.
It should be 36.
Why
A
do they
36 is a normal success.
All right.
How do I go into the direct settings to disconnect or reconnect a dice?
Yeah, you have to go into
configure settings,
module.
pixels, configure module, configure pixels,
Pixel. Okay.
and then it should be disconnected.
Right
You can just
above
hit add
pop-up.
pixel dice and repair it.
Which there's nothing in between me and my connection. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't get it because I had the one problem 2 weeks ago, and I knew what the problem was. I had like a can of something in the between the thing
hell
and my
yeah.
dice, but I haven't had any
All right.
problems with connection, and it's
So-
all the way across my desk.
You guys got 4 points,
Weird.
getting you all the way up to tier 6. Tier 4 was he'll gossips about some other proprietaries of the Grand Bazaar, including the tattoo guy and Clement Falk at the Reclaimed Paradise. So the person you haven't met yet. He considers them both utterly lacking in academic discipline or good business sense. He provides a +1 circumstance bonus to attempt to discover. You already had a +1 circumstance for that last person to influence. Now you have a +1 to discover. So we have to do that one manually. Just remember that when you're doing discovery on this last NPC that you do have a +1 bonus.
Nice.
And then on tier 6, he realizes that you are people with insight and wealth. He will invite you to shop anytime. He now gives you access to his uncommon wares in his store, which you should be able to open the Historia Reliquary shop there, and you can see a bunch of
Crazy.
uncommon items.
What the fuck? Drum of Upheaval, casual level 20 item in here.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
got fancy shit.
We might want to buy that portable
Wait,
workshop.
it's the
by
Historia Reliquary?
Yeah, that's his
That's
shop.
private.
Holy
workshop.
fuck! I want the scythe, even though I can't use it. I want a vampiric scythe.
I can't throw it. I don't need it.
Scythe. The scythe is a
think
really
I
cool
can use
weapon.
it.
It's two-handed with outreach, but
I
the
cannot.
trip trait is really cool. Trip trait
Wow.
Deadly D10 is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but it just looks badass.
Well, a god tier item for a bard in this? Oh wow, that fucking what?
It's level 20.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Also very expensive.
It's, yeah, 60 grand.
We'd have to like sell a whole person.
So
I don't
which one
even
we
think
going with,
amongst
guys? I
all
don't
of
know for
us
sure.
we have that much. I mean, I think we should
Oh.
buy the private workshop regardless, because that allows us to craft anywhere. Essentially, it's just you activate it for a minute and you can place down the workshop. And then it creates a room with the tools. And while you're working with it, it gives you a +1 item bonus to crafting checks.
I'm poor.
Hey.
And
We
it
are-
can transform into any type of crafting facility.
Yeah,
so
that's
I have
key.
200 gold, but I don't know if I want to spend all my gold.
I got 350.
I got 56.
I'll spend 100. You spend 100.
I mean, we can all chip in a little bit if
Yeah.
you guys want to get it.
Well,
Oh,
has
60
money to chip in.
XP, so that brings us up to 526?
50?
60.
Yeah.
We got 60 XP from reaching level 6. So,
Oh yeah, 522, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Correct.
Halfway to 12, baby!
Because I was only able to get to 4,000 wealth because God hates people who weren't in the last campaign. I have 1,000 gold
Yeah,
less than
sucking
everyone
nerds.
else.
True, true.
You have
Sucking
the amount of
nerd
gold a
15.
level 11 character's supposed to start
Yeah, but
with.
they have 1,000 more.
Yep, because and they were They were mad at me that they only had 1,000 more based
I
on how
was
much
never
shit that
mad.
they collected in the last
Hold up.
adventure.
No,
and I'm
I thought it
rolling
was
one into the
completely
new next.
reasonable. Yeah, like you tried
You
to
can't
slash
say
our power
all
down.
we're mad at you. It was only
Fuck
Papa
you.
Squint and Aaliyah.
To be
Right,
fair,
like
it was a
trying to-
lot of me because I had the most amount of wealth of the entire party.
So should we buy that private workshop or no?
I think it's a good idea.
We can. I can
Well,
pitch in 50.
I can pitch
200
in
divided by
56.
5 is 25.
I'll throw it. I can throw in. I'll throw in 100.
I'll throw
So
in.
Boom, done. Paid for.
But
Okay.
I throw in
Yeah, you
50.
crafters pay for it.
I'm not a crafter, but I'm
I am. That's
also
why
not
I'm going to
an
throw in
asshole
100.
than
Yeah,
this one.
nerds.
So I'll throw
Don't
in
need it.
50 to
Oh, who has the? How much bulk is that? Oh, it's a light.
It's late.
All right, so you guys pay for it. I'm gonna drop it into the stash. It won't let me.
Oh, did
the
you want to
party
give me your
reaches
old
for the
shield so I can
coins.
throw it into the spacious
Oh,
pouch?
why isn't it?
Oh, you gotta
you know
drag the
what?
money to the party stash.
I would
That's
just
crazy.
sell it and take the $50 for
That
it.
works.
Actually,
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
are
a
you
good
trying to
idea.
buy it? You're trying to buy it, but you don't have 200 gold on you right now, right?
It has to be in the party storage, like the gold.
oh, it does.
Well,
Yeah, because-
whoever clicks buy, it should be trying to pull from your personal gold.
No, look in the chat. It says the party. Oh, you can't see it. The party reaches for the coins but comes up short.
Yeah, but
Because I'm
what it's
trying to
doing
drag it
is
into the party
it's-
stash.
whoever is doing it is trying to, I believe, it's trying to pull from,
Well, what I think it's
you, Reno.
doing.
Well, I'm trying to
So-
pull it into the party stash. I
Oh,
think if I
hold
pull
on.
it through
Let
me,
me
I
try
should
and
be
put it
fine.
on my person.
Yep.
Oh, it did. They put
Yeah,
it
it's
on my
the party because I had 200 gold to pay for it, but I was trying to put it in the party
Yep.
stash.
So, okay. So
That's
let me
cool.
add-
So if we put our money in the stash, we can buy from there.
Honestly, that's probably the best place for it. Since money doesn't have a bulk, we can just treat the party stash as the overall party wallet.
Fuck you.
All right. Well, 4 of us out of 5 can do that.
I mean,
Anyway,
I'm not-
you guys got your item, and the proper amount of gold's been deducted, right? We're all
Yep.
good?
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
You also, at tier 6, learn that Arakanesh admits that dealing with him is somewhat wearing, as his mobile shop is filled with lots of useless crap. But it's worthwhile because sometimes he does have some good stuff. And he recently heard that Diriel had come into the possession of a particularly rare hero card.
Ooh.
And you all get 60 XP.
Damn. 582.
No. That it brings us to 522.
Oh.
I had already
okay.
done the math before he said that. I
Oh,
noticed the
okay.
XP
Cool.
value.
Yeah, you got 60 from tier 2, you didn't get any from tier 4, and then you get 60 from tier 6.
Nice.
Alright, so that was the end of
Round 3.
that round. We've completed the 3 rounds.
Cool.
Who would like to,
I'm gonna do my turn quick because I go take a piss.
Okay.
All right.
I was gonna take
I've
a
been
break
doing-
after we finish him.
Diplomacy.
I'll be honest. If you take a break, I'm falling asleep in my chair.
Oh, hero point in that. Hero point in that.
Brr.
I'll risk my life later. That's much better.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is.
Bueno.
Okay, now
Très
what?
très bien.
Très bien.
Alright, who's next?
I'll roll diplomacy again. Can I roll higher than a 6? Yes. Yes,
No,
I can.
4.
Well, it does have a 4 in it.
Alright.
I
That
want
would
to
bring
crit.
us to 8.
I want
It
to crit
would.
fail, so I'm good.
You're just gonna sit and watch.
Actually, I will do a discovery just to find out his resistances. I
Yep,
want
that-
that again.
That's what I was going to do, too.
You learn 2 things.
Oh my
No
God!
fucking way.
Oh fuck!
3
Unfortunately, there's only 1 thing to learn.
I'll take
I'll
a
give
hero
you-
point instead.
Yeah, no. So his resistance is he considers the hero and those that believe in its magical reputation to be a bit silly. Bringing up hero cards One taking
Ooh.
an influence action actually increases the DC of the
At
check.
least we didn't do that. Thank you.
Yeah, we weren't really doing specific talks, so it didn't really come up. But
Mhm.
and then I'll just give you the penalty, even though that's not even.
I thought it was
if you
just gonna
critically
say-
fail.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, 3 times. Oh,
Three
okay.
times, and you can't influence him anymore.
I thought resistances were gonna be doesn't talk to the pores.
Yeah, right.
Basically.
He's
And 2 left, Amalisce and Rishalou.
Yeah.
You're currently at the 2 that you need, so you could
Yeah.
just abstain if you want.
I'm gonna abstain personally. I don't want to. The way I've been rolling.
You can just
I
sit
mean-
and listen.
Yep, I'm just standing by the door.
Fuck it. I'm willing to take that shot.
What?
I got a hero point if I need it.
Are we besties with him yet?
I don't need it.
Well, you have the number of points you needed. Richalou's just gonna be quiet and not try to fuck with it, and Amalisce was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna keep talking." And luckily,
Sounds
she
like
did
Emily.
not critically fail, so you got 3 points, which is going to get you to the 8th
Hell yeah.
tier. He feels he can trust you about where to find Diriel. Unfortunately, doesn't know much. He only knows that Diriel said he's been living somewhere in the East Gate district of the city.
So now
And you
we're
guys
at
get 80 XP from getting
Wow.
to tier 8.
Yep,
602.
Wow.
We'll move the clock forward. It is 1:30 p.m. now.
The what now?
That was 200 XP
We are not-
just from this
We're not at that
motherfucker.
store anymore, Kyle.
I am.
And his sheet is fully revealed. Did I get you everything in the bestiary form? I think so.
Yeah,
Personality
looks
print,
good.
yeah. So he is complete. This would be a really good time to take a 5-minute break.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Gilbark, go outside and run around the block.
Someone's screaming 5 minutes as loud as you can.
All right.
Oh,
Set the alarm.
well,
The
we
alarm.
will be back.
I actually am. Just
And we're back.
Wake up, Dylan.
Dylan,
Bro, I'm still here.
It's only been like 2 minutes, guys.
you
Come
said
on.
to yell.
God, this Dylan guy needs to
Someone
hurry
shake
the
him
hell up.
awake through the Discord.
Oh yeah, give me a second. Hold on.
Remember when we got? Remember when we convinced Jared to tell Graham in Polish?
We are back live
Fucking
again,
brain.
just to warn
I
you
know, I'm
guys.
gonna just say kurwa. That was
I
fun.
almost just said some shit, so I'm really glad that you said we're live again.
And we're live. All right.
Well,
what would
we've
you
been
guys
live
like
for like
to do?
a minute now before
Yeah,
you
I know.
said that, but all right, whatever. Least
It's
coordinated
1:30
streamers in the world.
p.m. Where would you guys like to go?
The final
only place.
stop.
Duh.
Might as well go back.
Today is up.
What kind of question is
Guys.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. You know what? Whatever, man.
Anything.
You guys
Oh,
push
you
through
know
the
that was a
crowd.
bad word.
You push through the crowd. It's pretty dense. It's starting to get a little less dense
It's not
over in one
bad.
of these streets.
Mhm.
I just
You're
try
trying
to
to make your
avoid
way through the
certain
town at a
things.
good time. You find some side streets and alleys that are a little less populated. You get almost to the intersection here when something interrupts your travel.
Ooh. Street fight.
I'd like to go to Jimmy's mom's house. Oh,
Oh, Jimmy's mom.
Two humanoids jump out in front of you, wielding short swords, aimed at you, and they say, "Stop there!"
Yo, what's up? You got.
I already was stopped.
Who are you?
You got a
who
like a
directs
problem?
us to stop?
I like my position.
Look, we
Good
have a
job, guys.
lot of things to do today,
And
so if you don't mind,
you see
just
one up on there's one up on the roof, and there's two kind of flanking you out of these alleyways here.
Fuck them up.
We're
Yeah,
poor.
just-
We don't have money.
Rishalou just turned to Sylas.
The goblin has all the money.
I have nothing.
Oh, these.
Don't believe him. He has a lot of money. You should rob him instead of me.
This cat literally weighs triple my weight. He has all the money.
I do
Listen,
literally have a lot of jewelry on me.
I
You
am
guys
a
are looking.
I am a doctor, but
He's worth a lot.
don't get in our way, please.
Give us the cards, and we'll be on our way.
Ha!
Like,
Not
My-
happening.
I don't
You
have
know-
a card.
You have
You don't
no
know what you're
idea
talking
what you
about,
just
right?
walked into.
Oh, okay. You're choosing pain.
My
I gave
grandfather
you-
We'll
gave me
take the
these
cards from your dead body.
I gave you a chance. Your
My
chance
grandfather told me.
has ended.
Ooh,
You know,
I
I
did
used to
that one.
think everybody was worth saving, and now I know better.
Do we get
Jesus
a scouting
Christ.
bonus?
You
Somebody's
should.
scouting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just adjust.
Mine
Oh.
should be a 23. It doesn't
Oh, it should be
matter.
a 31.
Scouting bonus is a
Actually,
plus
damn.
1. That makes Gilbark a 30,
Ah,
so he
I-
will be going ahead of that guy.
For some reason,
21
my-
doesn't matter. 30.
I rolled 17, but it didn't. Fucking
We'll put yours at 17.
17 and plus 18 is
Yeah,
18 will be less than. Oh wait, yeah. What was your total then?
Yeah, it was
30?
17 plus 18.
35.
35.
Yeah, because I don't think I have this
36 for
phenomenal
scouting.
Yeah. Let me check my.
Yeah, I don't have the +2 to scouting instead of +1.
All right, Sylas, you can't see this one over here, but you can hear him around the corner. There's
Oh,
one
I
around
see the
this
guy
corner,
above me.
and there is
That's-
one up on the, and he's got his bow drawn. The other two have their.
That Sylas's target.
So we're gonna start with a little bit of an exploit vulnerability. Let's see, do you have a weakness? None. Personal antithesis. Oh!
Yeah. Haha! It's connected. I don't know why
And
it
then I'm
didn't count.
gonna throw as my trident clashes with him and makes a loud kaboom.
Ka-ching!
Jesus,
Ooh,
fuck! These
nice
are the best
roll.
rolls I've had in my life.
Nice rolls. That guy's thinking his life now. He's like, oh shit, I didn't think they could get me from up here. Oh shit, I
Yep.
didn't know they could get damage to me up here.
I thought I was safe up here. Oh shit!
And then I
And
throw
due
again.
to your weird esotericness, you sink this thing in between ribs.
Oh.
This
I don't
guy's
know,
going
maybe
home.
You
I
put
quit.
some
I kinda-
extra feathers on it or something, so it.
As I go to throw it, I run it across like a gold ring
There you go.
on my ring finger.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna throw it again. Ooh, that might hit. Nope.
Oh, close.
All right.
That's
I'll
my
hate them.
turn.
Oh,
He is
let's
injured.
see. Well, I suppose the best way to start would be a buff turn. I'll expend a charge from my staff, and he'll, like, sort of tap it onto the ground and cast Bless
Ooh.
with a first rank. So, Alhatham's Bless is basically a big orange, like, glowy circle that, like, the edges glow with black light, almost the opposite of a solar eclipse. But with our last action, we will... Since Rishalou is outside of my range, I will cast Guidance on him.
Alright.
Rishalou, end this quickly. We have business to attend to, yes?
Agreed, agreed. I gave them their chance. They chose not to take it. So I will
I think they
use
chose death.
defensive advance onto this guy here.
What is that? That's the strike and raise shield thing?
Yes, sir.
Damn.
As much as I hate to admit it, people dying within the city walls only benefits the academy. The skeletons are nice for medical research.
It must have. Oh, that was a nat one anyway. So.
Right. And you have
Yeah,
a
ignore that.
third act.
Oh yeah, it
Actually.
rolled a nat one. It actually. I better.
There you go.
check the whole thing. All right. Oh, I got a second action. Then I will. I got my
Hit him
shield
with your
raised.
Shield?
What's that?
Well, you
Melee
tried to hit him with
strike, Aramanthe, Pavise? That's the name of your shield, isn't it? What the fuck?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's in front. Okay, that's all right. And then I will swing with my storm hammer.
Does that thing have like a shield boss or something? Or a shield spike that you can use as a melee?
Not built in,
Uh,
probably, but you can attach one.
Okay. Anyway,
No,
carry on. So
I-
you have one action left. You're only at map 1.
Yeah.
But you wanted, and you already raised your shield. Yeah, that's a good spell or ability.
Yeah. That's-
Melee strike. Oh, you're not targeting him.
That's okay. I would have missed anyways.
Yeah, that does miss.
That's all right. My shield is still up. So
All right.
Key.
Yep, and this guy has his sword out. He will stride.
No, I don't want.
And then
You're like, oh
he
no.
will-
No, that's not what I'm talking about. My pixel dice are acting up.
Oh,
This one. Oh,
just
there you
can't
go.
get the break.
And
Oh,
that one hit.
I will block that.
Shield block. So
Yes.
click block, then click damage, and then it should negate hardness. Nope, it
Oh.
didn't. Why not?
My click. Let me do that again. Undo that.
Oh, make sure your shield's raised. Click the
Oh.
raised shield icon on your picture down there. It's a quick shortcut.
I'm stupid.
no, you just don't fight with a shield very often.
It's been a while.
The very bottom left corner of your screen where your picture of Rishalou is, if you hover over it, a bunch of shit
Oh,
pops
the
up. There should be a little
reshield.
shield.
Yep. Okay, then
Now it's raised. Yep, then click
Block.
block
and
damage.
then damage.
There you go.
Alright.
So it's got a hardness of 9. Damn, okay.
Yeah.
But now your shield's hurt for 12, you're hurt for 12. That was all the actions of this guy. Alright, Gilbark.
Hey, cat, you ever want to fly?
I'm not experienced.
Well, now you are. And I'm gonna use
Uh-oh.
my quick crafting to make. Sorry, I gotta find the name of it. My potion of flying standard, and I will also make a. I don't think I'm gonna combine them here. No, I
Okay.
won't. I will also make. I might as well because. Might as well use these instead of my ones that last the whole day. I will also make an elixir of life moderate with this. And then I will feed Sylas the potion of flying.
It's on his foot. His head drops
Yeah,
back.
step on his foot, and it's like the garbage can opening. Just
And I think the elixirs that you make, or anything you make with quick alchemy, last until the start of your next turn.
It lasts for 1 minute. If I don't use them. Otherwise, in combat, it only lasts for a minute maximum. And it increases by another minute, but not over a maximum of 10 next level.
Oh, you got a new thing in addition to quick alchemy?
No, this is just how they work, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that they last 1 minute.
Great consumable, you expend a versatile vial, remains potent until the start of your next turn.
That's like how long the vial itself, but you can either use versatile vial. Any effect created by an item with quick alchemy that would have a duration longer than 10 minutes lasts 10 minutes instead. So its duration is unchanged as long as it's not over 10 minutes of the effect specifically.
But what's so your potion needs to be consumed before your next turn.
Correct.
Before it goes away. Yeah. Okay.
That's how I
so
feed it
on
to
the
him.
same page. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So you spend an action to make 2 pots. One's a flying
potion
and
of flying
one's
standard, elixir of life moderate.
Elixir of life, both of which will be gone at the start of your next turn.
Yep.
And then you're gonna spend another action to administer the flying pot
to Sylas. And then I'm gonna that would be, did Sylas take damage? No, he didn't.
No. So your pot's gonna be gone by the time that you start your next turn,
mistake.
But somebody could grab it off of you still,
That's true. I guess I could hold it out in case someone wants it.
And I won't even say that takes an action. Someone could take their action to pull it out of your bag if you allow them to.
There's a lot of I'm holding it in one of my hands.
Okay.
So yeah. I'll just list the thing and I will reposition to here, so I'm more centralized.
Cool.
What potion did you make other than that flying? That
elixir of life moderate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect.
And then obviously dragging the flying effect onto yourself, Sylas. Can I just drag it onto you? Oh, I did. Woohoo!
There you go. And what does
Proud of you.
fucker do?
You now have a fly speed of 40.
And it lasts up
exactly
10 minutes max.
Just 1 minute
probably
for
less
this.
than that.
Yes.
Yep, because it's just normal one. Okay.
Correct.
All right. The guy who got skewered by Sylas is gonna shoot back.
It's okay, I got pretty good AC. I could have upped it, but I'm brave.
Miss.
Haha!
Miss.
Haha, you suck at your job, buddy. Amalisce, beat his ass. Pick one and beat their ass.
Move, stumbling, dance, punch him in the face. Bam.
And you get a double punch for one action, right?
Yeah.
But they're at map.
Blows.
Yep. You get 2 punches. You hit one. The second one's at map.
Ooh, nice
Give me a
damage.
second.
So holy shit, that fail ratio is so low.
Yeah.
Right.
So then we'll take just the one.
She did.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to whip around and attack back.
Don't you have uncanny dodge or something like that?
Nimble dodge.
Nimble dodge.
It is attacking. Are you using it?
No.
Okay.
Mathematically, it makes more sense to do it on second attacks anyway.
Yeah.
So it thinks it's going to attack again.
Oh, it's piercing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you can use it. Okay.
Yep.
All right, then make sure to untoggle it.
Mhm.
And then third action. Fuck, I don't know what the hell these things do other than just punch 4 times. Yeah, there you go.
More or less.
Yeah, they're not gonna demoralize. They're.
Oh wow,
dumb-
max
dumbos.
damage. Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
these
yeah, so the
fucking,
fucking bleed
assassins have
and the
no
bleed
idea.
is
removed.
Ooh.
Nat
Good.
20.
Thanks for getting rid of that nat 20 though,
I was
because
just
I
gonna
didn't want him
say.
to do a saving throw against it and roll the nat 20.
Right. Nice.
All right, Sylas.
Yeah, so I have one action. I'm going to use it to fly up here, 15 and 15.
This dude just shit his pants. Oh,
Can you
damn.
move me up there? There's a wall.
I'm not trapped here with you. You're trapped here with me.
Honestly,
Meow.
it's like people
you already
don't
changed
really
that. Thank you,
understand what they're getting into. Like, sure, do we look that weak to these people?
That cat
Yeah.
scares me more than anyone else I've ever met.
I say you would think between the guy in the full plate shiny armor, you know, the cat with the trident on his back would be like a deterrent enough.
I
The
twirled
short-
my mustache.
Ooh,
The
did
short
that hit?
drunken chick who just looked mean.
We're dead.
She
Ah,
just
number
looks
one.
mean.
Shit damage.
Wood.
Well,
All
shit
right.
damage plus extra damage from your bullshit.
I
True,
will
Bullshit always
sustain
helps.
sustain bless. Now everybody's
Bullshit
in it,
is-
except Amalisce.
Hashtag
Yep.
blessed.
But that's okay. Divine Wrath.
Oh,
I
and
was
Sylas,
going to
I guess,
dragon
because
form,
the
but you
roof is
let
blocking
him
it.
fly to
Yeah.
get up there, so there was no point, really.
Isn't that cool though? Alchemist just casually here. You can fly. Like how
Yeah.
nice would that have been in every other campaign we've ever done?
Yeah, for real, dude.
True. Oh, nice
I-
damage.
I
Yeah,
might
that
not
was
do as
actually-
much.
Yeah, 2 max and 2 low rolls.
I might not do as much healing as like a true healer, but my utility is off the charts.
Anybody
Yeah.
who's friendly doesn't need to roll that. It specifically targets enemies. It just targets
nice.
everything in the area. So one
damn.
Nice.
succeeds.
Yeah, when you place it, you can uncheck allies and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I
it won't
just
target you.
I'm just so used to targeting everything in an
Yeah.
area. I just hit the button. So the guy who succeeds takes half. The one who failed will take full and is sickened 1.
Nice.
This one is second one.
As since I guess Gilbark has never seen this, it's just this torrent of sickly orangish light that just comes down from seemingly nowhere, as if called forth by a god himself.
Ugh.
Moonbeam.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's eclipse beam,
I think,
thank you. Which is kind of a moonbeam because the moon is involved.
You
on
never
some
played a
level.
druid in WoW yet, Ryan.
You're
gotta
right, I
play a
haven't.
druid. All right, Rishalou, you're being
By the power
flanked.
of Grayskull.
One of them does not look healthy right now. Like
He
he's
does not.
trying not to puke.
Emily's done smacked him.
No, this one's trying not to puke.
Oh.
Crit success.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's
anyways,
like
he took that
people.
personally.
Look
Holy
at that
fuck.
stuff.
Damage.
He is prone to if he misses that fortitude save, it looks like.
Okay, let's see if this will let me. Oh yeah, he's missing.
Oh, he crit failed.
He's prone.
Oh,
did.
come on. The saving throw DC
He
was
did.
30 like mine, and they had that chance of success, and you still succeeded on me? Fuck you.
I love that. Good job, Kyle.
And I will swing again.
Could have made him fucking sicken too.
Ooh, that should probably hit.
The
Oh,
dice
it
roll
does.
and Last choose.
Nice. And then I will roll.
Wait, what?
That's not the
I don't-
correct thing.
I don't know why it rolled that, but I rolled a 13 plus. It was a 30 on the hit.
And you were rolling to hit. Okay, a 30 to hit will hit. Normal
Okay.
hit.
Normal
Just
hit.
roll normal
okay.
damage.
Normal damage.
Less AC because he's prone.
His AC is already adjusted. It's still a normal
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then I will raise.
Yeah, he's really getting fucked.
I swear, these Star Wars tracks you put into the playlist come up every combat. It's crazy.
Every time.
Right.
Haven't even.
Awesome.
I gave you
Where they
9
belong.
new music tracks that you put in. We haven't heard any of them
It's
yet.
in there. I've heard one.
We have? Well, oh.
I
yeah.
think I'm pretty sure I heard one.
Damn.
All right, we hit Rishalou.
All right. I will block that.
I do have more to give you. I just need to find them first. The other ones were easy to get rips of, but the other ones not so much.
This one's probably a little long. What is this?
No, this one's
one?
only like 2.5 minutes.
Into the trap. We'll delete this one. There we go.
That's one of the shorter ones of the Star Wars ones.
Well, we'll get rid of the ones we don't like as we go. Okay, so, yep, you block second action. Miss.
Ooh, crit miss.
And third is a miss. I should have
All
puked.
right.
All
I
right,
should've puked.
Gilbark.
Probably.
This combat's not supposed to take very long. It's just to break up the monotony of 3
Yeah.
influences in a row.
Yeah, it makes
This
sense.
makes sense. They know about the cards. So
Well,
whoever
They
they're
do.
talking to-
They're here to
Yeah.
take your cards.
I want my cards.
Well, whoever
You
hopefully whoever sent them will learn quickly not to screw with us.
Rishalou, dodge!
Okay.
That's never a good thing to hear from the
Yeah.
fucking alchemist.
Yeah. And especially somebody wearing full plate armor.
So that hits.
So you throw
That's
a
16 initial.
Yeah, so he takes the damage and the 8 splash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because
Jeez.
of
Holy-
expanded
That's
splash.
Yeah, but it will
Bad
hit
for
Rishalou, but it was going to
Rishalou.
hit him regardless. But it's also going to hit his buddy because that's also 10 yards.
True.
All right.
yeah. So target Rishalou
Bang.
and you have it extended to 10 feet. I
Mhm.
see. Yep. So
That's
this
also where the
guy
bonus
also
damage is coming
taking
from.
It'll
splash.
hit me too, won't it?
No,
No,
he was
no,
targeting
15.
Or
this
did he
one.
target Rishalou?
He
Oh,
targeted
I
this.
see.
On
guy
hit, the
stood 10
initial
feet from
target
him.
also becomes off guard until the beginning of my next turn.
Ooh, nice.
Off
There's no-
guard until the start. Nice.
There's no save for this,
Oh, it already
right?
put it on.
Nope. It's just
Okay.
when it
No, but
hits.
splash damage.
All
It's
right.
just this lightning is just like exploding this bottle and it spews
Yeah.
out over you and the guy next to you.
God,
You just hear me
remastered
go,
Alchemist is so
"Hey."
cool.
Don't worry, I got a fix for that too.
I'm
I
telling
know.
you, dude, the more I read and like understand Alchemist, I want to play
It's
one as
so
a fucking
fun.
DPS. There's some cool shit that
Oh,
the
for
bomber
sure.
They
gets. that
they
subclass.
literally made it took it from the worst class in the game to like
Yeah.
really good.
And then
like
I'll
the
just
D&D artificer, basically.
right.
Artificer
I'll
was
just-
always
damage.
kind of good. It was mid. It's like D&D Ranger too, like updated.
Well, I mean the
and you
utility.
heal for
like-
8,
Oh yeah, you mean the utility? I see.
and then you
Oh,
have
nice.
coagulant immunity for a little bit, but that's okay because
Well,
if you fall
okay,
below
hold on.
50, I
So,
can heal you for more.
did you quick alchemy create that bottled lightning?
Nope, that was one of my initial
Okay,
crafts.
so that you already had that,
Correct.
and do you have quick bomber?
Yep.
Yeah. So you grab that bomb and throw it in one action. Then you spend an action to create this new vial. Then you spend your third action to huck that.
Correct.
That is so crazy. That's so
It's
cool.
so
man.
fun.
That is so cool.
It's actually getting more and more fun.
Right?
And then make sure that we put that coagulant
I
immunity
did.
on Rishalou. Okay, cool. Yep. So we can keep track that.
I'm getting
he is-
smart.
Yep, you're getting it figured out. Okay, so what was this fucker? Okay, yeah, Sylas is up here with him. He's not liking that.
Come at
but he
me, Bromo.
still got his bow out, so he's gonna try to shoot you. Oh fuck! And
I'm
fuck.
ninja.
And
Missed by 15. Holy shit.
he's
He's rethinking his choices today.
I think he's just gonna stride a little bit further away from you. He's trying to kite. Amalisce.
Amalisce, finish this
In here,
dude.
bitch.
Punch him in the dick.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna flurry of blows.
Get him.
Oh no!
Did you just drop your pixel dice on the floor?
Yes.
I did, but
Hey.
it still hit.
Oh, she hit.
You have to roll
That's
a 2 or
I love that
lower.
about pixel dice. It's like no matter what it lands on, that fucker's gonna tell you what it was.
Get a read
Well,
it.
that's not entirely true. In the
I said-
weird
Well, when they work.
in the weird offhand case where the
Not
surface
on
you're
it.
rolling on happens to be metallic and
Nice.
magnetic,
Nice.
then it doesn't
Yeah,
exactly
man.
work.
That's
Alright,
a
and
lot
then
of
Probably shouldn't roll
inject
on that
that
surface.
shit.
Well, I wish I knew that
Nice.
beforehand.
Nice.
He's unfortunately still
Oh
alive.
my god, he is.
Ever so littly.
No, I wouldn't
So
worry
we do
about
it
it for
again.
too much longer.
Ah.
Oh.
So close.
I have one more,
No. Oh yeah, you do.
yeah. I have one
The
more
slurry of blows is just one thing, right?
action.
Wow, that's good.
No,
Hell
okay.
yeah.
Nice. You did.
Oh,
maybe
no,
not.
we're not.
So
Nice.
you spent your first action to double hit,
Mhm.
then you spent your second
Third
action to hit, and then you
missed.
spent your third action to hit, and you hit, and that was at map 3, right? Yeah, -8, minus. Well, it was minus nothing, then it was -4, then it was -8. That last one should have been
It's also -8, yes.
still -8. Jesus, you have such a good map too. Okay. Damn,
Yeah.
this monk. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This
All right.
There
this
she
is
goes.
the one thing I felt a little bad about being deceptive about Wolfram is Wolfram and Amalisce would have had a lot of synergy.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, they would have. Big time.
All right, Sylas.
Like,
This guy's trying to run
Wolfram
away.
giving her
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fly
-1,
up to his
minus or -2, -4 map.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been
Now I'm
nice,
gonna
but-
melee stab his ass.
Who knows?
that
Alhatham
a
could die.
higher
It's
to
not
hit?
completely out of the realm of
Oh,
possibility.
that's a 2.
That's
Is
true,
your
I guess.
melee higher to hit than your range?
No, but at least this way, if he
Oh.
tries to run away, he can't get away.
Yeah.
That is true.
If you have
I'm
reaction.
gonna stab at him
Your
again
target.
since I
Yep.
missed. Oh yeah, I dropped my dice too. What'd I get?
Didn't
That
show.
worked.
There it
Oh,
is.
Yes, it did.
7.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck, I can't find my dice. It's invisible.
Stride and strike. I think you're out.
Yeah, I'm out. Man, rolling on the floor sucks.
Yep.
Dude,
Don't
for real,
recommend it.
thank God these dice are plastic.
All right. Well,
dropped mine
I've
so
got a
many
guy
times.
sickened, which means he's got a -1
metal
to
ones
his
hurt.
fortitude saves, which we already know they're not good at succeeding DC 30s. So fuck it.
And he's off guard due to Gilbark's stupid pot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
God, what is
Oh,
going
my
on?
God. Fuck.
Roll a
What the
fortitude
fuck are you
save.
doing?
Spirit blast.
Oh, level 6, he threw it at him.
Oh, he rolled a fucking.
And he
is
crit
done.
failed.
That's a
130.
That's
a
130
lot of
something damage.
Oh my god.
He's gone.
He is gone.
As I said,
Huh.
they really shouldn't have fucked with us.
You're not wrong.
Um, up here on the roof, seeing that massive blast and hearing the screams of his friend
Holy
just literally get overkilled effectively. This guy is gonna, to use Sylas' free action, speak. Okay, I give up, and he's raising his hands up.
Bring him down
So
for
you
questioning.
can hear that.
Bring him down for questioning. I will move to here so I can at least see what's happening.
Oh, I didn't actually do the thing. I sustain blessed as my third
And
action.
Oh.
simply because I can, I'm going to lay on hands myself.
Yep. Okay.
And that is my turn. I'm back at full.
Gilbark, you are up. Amalisce is the only person in the party who is currently injured, and you can hear that the last enemy is giving up.
I'm just gonna heal her real quick then with an elixir that I'm gonna use with quick crafting and then heal her. That way we don't have to worry about it afterwards. I'll just scavenge for shit
Just,
after the party. Yeah.
Just spend 2 vials and
looting
make a
dead
double
bodies.
pot.
I mean, what?
She'll heal full no matter what with one moderate.
Yeah. I can't wait till you hit level, 13, and all of your elixir lives are automatically max healing.
And I'll have next
you can
level I'll
double-
That's
have
crazy.
yeah, next
Isn't it?
level I'll have the greater as well. It won't be moderate anymore.
Yep. So does the deep.
Wow.
You healed 34, Amalisce. As I step
Thank
on
you.
your foot and
And that was a single.
Yeah, that was
Like the
just
good
one.
old Tom and
Is
Jerry.
it moderate?
step
That was a
on foot.
moderate.
Yep.
Does that pop up for you too?
Whoa.
Okay, and did you click moderate?
Yeah.
Oh, it crit
Why does it
failed. That's
pop
what
up for
happened. I was
me? I
gone
don't
for
need
2
to-
seconds and the other guy
That's
died.
weird.
Oh.
Yep. I
Anyway.
did 134 points of damage in
So-
one round, you know? It's casual.
So this guy is like, I give up. What do you want me to do?
We want to question you. We need answers.
Go jump off
because-
that ledge to my friends.
So-
Yeah, he'll do so, and then he'll walk up to you, and he will go prone.
You
He's
obviously
gonna
Get you into
lay down.
combat?
Well, he'll get down like on his knees, like he's basically
yeah,
prone
like
over it.
and drop his weapon and stuff.
Yeah.
Someone told you that we potentially are carrying something. Who is it?
Look, I don't know a lot. We got a boss. His name is Varnov the Butcher.
Write that down,
told
write that
us-
down.
Lame
He told
name.
us to find you And to get your cards, I have no idea what the fuck that even means, but you said you would have them, or you might have them, or I don't know, but we're supposed to get cards, and he would find us, and he would get them from us.
Where does he reside? Do you know this?
I have no idea. He always contacts us. I assume he would know once we got the cards, and he would find us. We don't know anything else.
So
What does he look like?
He looks like a red guy. He's red-skinned. He has horns. He's
He's a
tall.
demon.
He wields a great axe, but he also seems like the kind of guy who might be able to throw some magic around.
Interesting.
Understood.
So are you freelance, or do you actually work for him?
I'm just a mercenary. So are my friends that are no longer mercenaries over there.
Yeah, they were.
What else can you tell me about him and what his interest is in these cards?
Like I said, he hired us to do a job. He told us where to find you. He gave us your description, told us to get the cards from you, and he would come collect them from us. That's all I heard. That's all I know.
Well,
Very well.
Do you guys have a meeting place?
He finds them.
Hey,
There
He
are
contacts
many
them,
mercenaries guilds around Absalom. You just have to ask around. You can hire us to do basically anything.
Well, I
If
mean,
you,
meeting for you and Red Guy.
No, he told us that he'd find us.
well, in that case, you might want to lay low for a bit after this. Don't want him Don't want him coming to clean up loose ends, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go back to my guild. I'll let them know that you spared me, and if you ever need our services, I'm sure we can hook you up.
Insight. See if he's just saying that to get.
Yeah, I'll
loose
sense
or-
motive on that.
You can go ahead, sense motive on him.
All right. See if he's being. Where is it again?
So if you go to the hand,
Yep.
it's under perception as sense motive.
Oh.
Top left.
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
top.
And
there
make
it
sure you have him targeted. I think you have yourself targeted
Oh.
right now from your lay on hand.
is. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, both of you know that he doesn't know for sure whether or not there'd be any good deal done. He is saying this to try to further gain favor with you, but he's also not necessarily being deceptive about his intent to try to get you a deal.
Right. And legit. I mean, I can understand. He doesn't want to get killed right now, so he's.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
So
working
he's
the-
offering anything that he could possibly offer, even if he doesn't really know for sure that he'd be able to get that
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I don't
Right.
agree with the trade. You know, one has to make money somehow. I can't necessarily fault him for that.
Look, I'm just saying, if I wasn't a monk,
Just don't forget what happened here. Tell anybody who you know that it gets assigned to find us and try and waylay us in a way.
Oh,
Let
based
them know
on what
what
I just saw, I can tell you right now that myself or anyone that I could convince would never take a job against that guy right there, and he points to Alhatham.
I knew spending the last 2 years working my offensive magic would work out for me better. I can rely
Time for
on
you
my
to go.
actual healing tools rather than my healing spells.
There you go.
And
Impressive.
then he'll stand up and basically just run away to the nearest alleyway if you let him pass.
Yep.
I'll let him leave.
Alright.
Alright,
Cool.
I'm gonna pillage these bodies.
Well, I
Nice.
didn't know I had all that power in me.
That was
Oh,
crazy, Alhatham. Goodness
You
gracious.
guys get 48 XP for that low threat encounter.
650.
650. Like it. Nice.
What did you say you were doing?
Pillaging the bodies.
Pillaging.
Yeah,
I mean, you should be able to have access to their
I'm gonna
inventories.
take this.
Simple injury
And
poison.
I'm gonna take this.
Oh wow! +1 composite, +1 striking rapier. Wow.
I got it. I'll put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag.
Yeah, put
Put it in the
everything
bag.
in the bag. We'll need the money for other runes at some point.
Yes.
Put it all in the bag.
Oh my god, why is it all so heavy?
The bag
Put the
doesn't actually have
lotion
weight.
in
I've
the
seen one of those
basket.
before.
Right.
Jesus fuck.
You got the bag.
Jesus fuck nothing here.
I think
Yeah,
he's
he
just
just-
complaining to
Wrong
complain.
shop.
It's
Yeah, so-
fucking heavy.
You'll be able to get all your vials back by the time you get to the next store. Gilbark.
Good
Yeah,
play.
I'll
That was
just
fun.
adjust it
There's
then.
still there's a composite bow on
Oh,
that.
yeah, I
other
see
one.
it. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, every time I advance the clock, it puts it on mine as well. It's like Gilbark should be able to get X amount of things because you moved the clock.
Oh, nice.
All right, guys.
All right, you guys got
Yay.
your loot.
We got our loots.
If you hadn't let Sylas fly, I would have transformed into the dragon again. But clearly that wasn't needed.
I'm
was-
very versatile.
That was super cool.
Apparently.
Like I said, when I open my own shop, I'm running that
Grab the
stupid
star
dragon
song.
bitch out of business.
That's
Dragonborn.
just-
Dragon bitch.
Dragonborn. Dragon bitch.
Technically,
Same
I
thing.
think they're called Dragon
Got it.
Bloods, but it's the same difference.
Whatever.
All right, you guys are able to make it the rest of the way to this the final store location that you knew of. You guys find a walled scrapyard with a sign on the front gate called Reclaimed Paradise. Most scrapyards that you know of have a reputation of being noisy and dirty. This one somehow seems to be, at least from the outside of these, the gates, the walls that surround it, to be almost silent. You don't hear anything, and there's no, smog or pollution coming off of it. It looks very clean.
Nice. How do we get inside?
The front gate's open. It's just like an open
Okay.
gateway to the wall.
We shall saunter in.
Yeah. Alhatham might have been here once or twice for, random, knickknacks looking for things.
Interesting. Looks like a quaint store.
It
My
is.
God,
they have
they
quite
have
a bit of
grass.
random bobs and bits. I occasionally look
Interesting.
for some
Plymouth
Osirian-y
is
things.
fucking ugly.
And this place has good prices.
Let us go up
Guys,
to the
they have
door
grass.
and enter. There's
Yes,
a garage in the
that's-
back. Look at that. They have a car.
Yeah, of course they do. How do you think they get all the merchandise
Um,
around?
That's true.
Alhatham, yeah,
Did you
you
not
know,
notice my garage?
if you've been here before, you know that you've noticed in your previous times that they use some magic, such as silence and
Oh.
other spells to keep the noise down and to keep their business from impacting the surrounding area.
I'll relay that to the party. They sort of they
very
use
good.
magic, and then they use as a sort of way to keep it a little bit more pleasant for the neighbors.
Understandable.
Respectful of the community. I like it.
Exactly.
And
Not
as
many
you're-
would think about that.
As you're standing in the doorway or the gate through the walls here at the front, talking and explaining that, you hear Clemeth Falk yell towards you guys. Well, howdy there, friends. What brings you here?
I look at Alhatham.
A few things, not only to browse your wares, but
Absolutely not.
we are also looking for information on a man you might know.
It
One
wasn't
Diriel Miranese.
Look at his hair.
Ariel.
Is.
Yeah.
What, that's
no.
a dude?
Hey,
Well,
dude.
come on in and we can talk inside where it's a little more comfortable. And she beckons
Oh,
you into the
shit.
shop
Okay.
proper
That's
through
what I
the
thought.
Yep.
yard. She brings you through.
Listen.
As you guys are walking with her through the yard to the office, or the main shop building, You'll notice
Her?
that there's
Yeah.
her.
yes, she's a she.
You couldn't tell that was a female.
I did not think that was female.
The image clearly screams female.
Yeah.
Did we get the same image?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clearly a female, right?
Did we get the same image?
That's why when you said he, I was confused. I'm like, that's a he? I thought that was
Yeah.
a chick.
Like, who are you talking about?
That's a female orc.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
There's a couple
What,
of
do all of us
instances.
green skins look the same to you? Racist fuck.
Okay, I guess I didn't look low enough to see the titties. My bad.
Well, not even that. I'm
You
talking
mean
like the
high
lip.
enough. You're like the same height as me,
She's
darling.
got like a mohawk. What do you mean?
She's an orc.
She's also like 5'8".
Still stand
She's
by what I
probably
said.
bigger
Actually,
than that.
she's tall. It says she's a tall orc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She has knee pads on. Giggity.
Am
Like,
I still
uh,
the...
foot.
Their apron.
Is Alhatham still the tallest member of the party?
Probably.
Rishalou is 6'5".
Oh, yeah, I forgot how tall Rishalou is.
Yeah.
How tall is
Amalisce?
Amalisce?
Amalisce is another short queen.
Not very tall.
Like 4 foot something, I think.
I
I'm
couldn't
like
even tell
5'3", I believe.
you. 4'9".
Okay, so she's 9 inches taller than me. I'm the smallest.
He's just
Yeah.
taller.
Yeah, I forgot how
Uh,
big Rishalou was, because Alhatham's 6'1". He's
Okay,
like,
yeah.
average,
He's fine.
like a little above average male height.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we are the
don't
only
just-
two that can look at each other in the eye.
Without
Over
having to
everyone
bend
else.
down.
I can look Amalisce in the eye pretty good. We
You
only
know
got like
what?
4-inch difference. 5.
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
not
then you
bad
have to
then.
do like a full squat in order to talk to Gilbark.
Yeah, right.
You just gotta
I would
sit on the
never
ground.
stoop so low.
That's a good one.
That was good.
So she'll beckon you through. She'll lead you through the yard full of like half-finished projects. There's all sorts of mechanical contraptions and vehicles, half repaired. You also see in the back corner there's what looks to be some sort of an obstacle course made of tires and swinging blades. It's like this, ghetto-ly constructed jungle gym looking thing in the back. But she brings you back to the office. Here we can talk out of the dust, and we
Silas's
will.
ears are twitching and tail is flicking when he sees that
Yeah.
obstacle course.
Hey, Rishalou too. He's like, I could do that.
We will start the formal influence event. You guys have a +1 circumstance bonus to influence actions because you were told about her. And then it's not noted here with the manually remember you have a +1 to your discovery checks as well.
Oh my god, I love that last line in the premise. She works hard to mend people too, particularly those who seem to be the most broken. She's
Oh,
literally,
wow, she
I can
really
fix
likes
him.
Alhatham.
Holy shit.
That's toxic.
She's a marriage counselor too. Wow.
So tell Clement about problem.
Basically, yeah.
Our society, fuck it, based.
I would love
Really?
to
You
try
don't have
your
any
Alright,
obstacle course.
Gilbark, what
No.
would you like to learn? Would you like to learn an influence skill, a weakness, or a resistance?
Honestly, the influence skill might be crafting.
That is
I'll
true.
do influence. I'll do influence.
I bet you it is
All
crafting.
right.
Probably.
I give you the lowest DC. It's a 3-way tie. I'll give you crafting.
There it is. It makes sense.
So Gilbar's gonna be carrying again. Got it.
I
Sure.
will roll perception to try
What's the TV
to
show
discover as
Where
well.
they, what's the TV show where they like flex and their shirts come off?
Oh,
What?
blanking
There's a
on
lot
that.
of shirts like that.
You learn
Or
one
shows
thing,
like
I'll
that.
hate them.
I know
I
the
will
feeling.
Leah
take,
knows what I'm
since we're
talking
pretty
about.
confident with
I do,
crafting, I
but I
think we
also
have
know
2
what
crafters. I will
Yeah.
take a weakness.
They do it in Castle in the Sky.
Oh, I was thinking Lieutenant Armstrong from Full Metal.
Ooh,
Yeah,
any
yeah,
PC
yeah.
with a strength of 15 or higher reduces the DC of their influence actions by 1.
Hey,
So we-
got
Am I supposed
this.
to know
We-
if I have 15 or
we-
higher?
Exactly, Leah. So this is prior to remaster. So we have to do the math.
It's +3.
What would
or
the bonus be?
That would be
Okay.
+3.
So I
yeah.
got a +4.
well, technically it would be +2, but
2.5 technically, yeah.
I would round it up to 3. If this was like a level 1 adventure, it would probably be 2. If it was at a level 11, it should be a 3.
Alright.
Well, don't you start at 10 and then you get a plus?
Well, yeah, but remember, because the
every
old
2
score
points?
system would be every 2 points would be so
Yeah,
every,
2,
so
4. You need
it
to get
wouldn't be
6?
16, so it would be somewhere between +2 +3. I'm thinking because this is a higher level adventure, the higher bonus makes sense.
Yeah, I think plus
But
3
you still have
strength
3
is who
people that have
she's
a
gonna
plus
be
3.
into. Who's got a plus 3 strength or higher?
Me.
Amalisce, me, and Rishalou.
Yep, the 3 of us.
So the 3 of you, you'll get a
Yeah.
plus 1 to your influence action.
Nice.
Alright, what is my
remember that.
crafting? My crafting is a +11.
Mine's a plus
All right, Gilbark
That's
and
a plus
Alhatham
2.
have gone this hour. Who's next?
Oh, I might have to do a perception on this chick if nobody else is gonna go.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'll see what else, but I'm going to do a crafting influence check.
Yeah, my perception's pretty dookie, but I'm a master.
Give it a
What's your
shot, baby.
perception, bro?
+16.
That's
You
not
get to
bad.
learn one
That's the same
thing.
as mine.
Nice.
Influence skill, please.
With the 2-way die still for lowest. I'll
Drop my
roll.
charisma if you could, please.
Nope, we're doing this one random. It's gonna be diplomacy.
Diplomacy, yep.
I can work with that.
To openly talk about the PC's problems.
Yeah, right. Here, lay down on this couch. Tell me what's going
Guys, I
on.
got this one.
Bro, I got
I've
this
been
exactly
sober
what
for
I'm
2
gonna do.
years, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
alcohol in this city.
It's as she looks right at Gilbark, too. You too, little guy.
All right, who's
I'll
up?
go next. I'll go next.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to.
Nah,
Oh,
this is great.
I'll do I'll do perception also.
All right, Amalisce. When the party was too busy focused on trying to figure out who was strong, Rishalou and Alhatham were flexing their muscles, and you got a little distracted, and unfortunately did not get any information from Clemeth.
As long as I didn't crit fail, that's all.
I look strong.
You did.
Did you crit fail? Oh shit.
Yeah, but I
it's
don't think
on
there's
a-
crit
on a
fail effects
discovery,
on
so-
discoveries, yeah.
Okay.
It's not like you can lose information about something.
I could technically lie and give you fake information, as the book says, on a crit fail, but I don't want to.
Give us the highest GC, tell us it's one of the lowest.
Yeah, right, true.
That's what I would have done. Fuck.
Or
So
create
weird.
an
all right,
influence
Rishalou.
skill that like ties
Yep.
into the resistance.
I'm gonna
Realism
roll
check is
crafting
God.
to influence her, and hopefully, I already added the +1.
Are you
Okay.
not better at diplomacy than you
Ooh,
are
that's
crafting?
20, baby!
Never mind, doesn't
Holy
fucking
shit.
matter.
2
What we're
points.
talking about.
Woo!
Also,
Crafting.
plus
Nice.
11 crafting, my ass.
He's got an 18.
All right.
He said plus 11 the first time, and I was like, what?
No,
I
That's
said
no,
plus
low.
11.
Sylas did.
No, that was
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm getting my people confused.
yeah.
All right, so the hour concludes. 2 points are given. You get to the tier 2 already. She knows about Duriel. She hasn't seen him in a while. Notes he talked a lot about other friends, including the guys that you've talked to. She's heard about those people. The stuffy lizard sure likes a story, even if it isn't true. Maybe especially if it isn't true.
That's funny.
And then the guy likes smart, good workmanship. Working with tools, something fishy about him other than the smell of his shop. Basically, you would have gotten more bonuses like the others, but it didn't matter anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
You get 30 XP, though, for getting to this
So we're at
680.
680 boys.
tier.
Nice.
And the next hour will start.
I
I'm
am
doing the
confident
same
in
thing.
my diplomacy, so I'll roll that.
I was gonna say I will go whenever, but I got the perfect diplomacy line.
Fuck, I can't roll for shit.
Feel that.
Yep.
No, doesn't
Couldn't,
crit.
Wait, is this the
couldn't
second
get-
round? Oh,
Yep.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep, start of the second round.
I'll do-
Alhatham, unfortunately, could not
I'll get mine
Dude.
set up.
talk openly enough.
I'll do crafting.
No, it's more like Alhatham doesn't want to talk about
Yeah,
his
that's a good
problems.
call.
He's like talking about the problems of the students, and she's like, he probably doesn't care.
Oh my
Ah.
god, I'll reroll
Fuck.
that.
Look
I'm gonna
at the
reroll that.
success
Oh, you rolled a
chance,
3.
bro.
Yeah.
Roll the
That's
fucking
better.
thing, man.
Yeah.
That's
Not much
nice.
better, but it's enough.
What you get for having Roman numerals? See what you
Alright.
did?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, these dice have
Fucks
not
with
been
me
good.
every
I'm
time.
actually gonna change it.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the Roman numerals, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will follow up Gilbark's success with another crafting thing, talking to her about the rudimentary but like
Talk about repairing your shield.
Oh, I would have done that. I got
That only works on dwarves. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize. My bad.
Oh, hold on. Oh, don't take that because I didn't add the +1 and every other. Well, whatever.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Unless
It's a
a
success
32
regardless.
would have made a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would have been. Yeah. Okay.
Would
Alright,
32
so-
have been a crit?
Nope.
I would have been talking
I'm
about her
gonna
jungle
use-
gym outside and everything.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna use diplomacy and talk about how I'm very scared that this thieving goblin is going to steal my stuff. Specifically, the jewelry I've spent the last 2 years collecting.
As Sylas walks over to the couch and just lays down. Yeah, I'm really afraid of that little green
Oh,
dude.
wait, hold on. What are you saying? You're talking about...
How I
Oh,
shit. How I think Jinx. How I think this evil little goblin in my party is gonna steal my jewelry that I've spent the past 2 years collecting.
Might have struck a resistance.
That's okay.
I haven't stolen a goddamn
Your
thing.
casual racism offends me.
So you tell her that you think the goblin is stealing from you?
Oh, it is
No, is
racism. Let's
going
go.
to.
Going
Is
to.
going to because I've seen him
Okay.
steal from the past. I give her the whole backstory.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So first off, Rishalou, you talked to her about the thing in the back and how it was crafted. She gives you a little wink. She's like, I might talk to you a little bit more about that later. She looks to you, Sylas. You tell her this. She is extremely happy that you were to share such terrible things such as theft and those evil people that would do such a thing with her.
Wow. Fuck.
Thor.
So we have a total of 4 victory points, if you will, this round. Anyone else hadn't gone?
I haven't gone yet.
Okay, Amalisce.
Dude, my
Damn.
diplomacy is still out here carrying. Let's go.
Right?
Alright.
My
Right.
diplomacy
I
is
have
really
no
good. I
shit.
just can't roll
Right.
for shit. We have the same
that would do
diplomacy
it.
bonus. I just can't roll.
Damn.
Diplomacy.
Okay.
I talk
Yeah.
about how hard it is to be sober
Yeah.
in a big city full of
Alhatham is. Alhatham
God.
is still as
Yeah.
fucking.
She'll put her hand on your shoulder and be like, I get it. It's alright, you gotta do you. And then she will
Alhatham's
glare.
track.
She'll look over
Yeah,
and glare
honestly.
at Gilbark and step away a little bit.
I literally have not stolen anything. I don't know what he's talking about. I do wonder how my giant rats are.
Get the fuck out of this guy.
Oh my god,
You
yes,
did
lady.
infest my house with rats.
I did do that. I am breeding giant rats, by the way. I'm gonna become the rat king.
Shit, dude! Okay. I just rolled perception for her and got a nat 20. So she's sensing motive to know whether you're telling the truth about having never stolen anything. That is true, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, from us, anyways.
Right. So what
No,
you
I didn't
just
steal
said.
from them either. I didn't know it was theirs.
Quote
Nobody
unquote,
believes
you
you.
didn't steal.
That is
You
true. They
simply
tried to kill me.
absconded.
It's literally not my fault. If they would have been like, "Hey, buddy, can we have our ship back?" He would have been like, "Oh yeah, my bad." But they were like, "We're gonna fucking stick you with
Nah,
these
you had
goddamn
that-
swords."
You had that whole time to just drop it and keep running.
Dude, right? I ain't dropping this shit.
They want to kill
The
me.
This
laws
shit's
of
mine
finders
now.
keepers.
So
Oh,
she
yeah.
looks at you, Gilbark, and goes, "Oh, well, I'm sorry for such snap judgment." She looks over at Sylas like, "Come on, man, you're making shit up about your friend."
You must have
He
nat
He doesn't
one.
like
You didn't-
green people. He's
You
an
didn't see
asshole.
him. You didn't
He's
see
a
him
racist.
running from the group.
But she doesn't have anything against you, Sylas. It's just that she's like, I see what's going on here. You guys are all, you have some internal conflicts going on. Okay.
Oh god, it's so good.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the end of the round. You guys got 5 fucking points in round 2. We'll move the round and the clock.
Damn.
I know, right?
All right, but what do we get for free? That's
1,
all we're
2,
worried
3, 4, 5. We're at 7 points already. So
God
for
dang.
the 4th tier, she will actually talk to you about her obstacle course.
Hell yeah.
So we're at 7.
740.
Bro, I will so try that obstacle course.
Oh, straight
What
up,
the
me
fuck
too.
is this? What the fuck are these items? Are these like
Uh-oh.
fucking
Uh,
vehicles?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So tier 4, I'll handle the obstacle course in a second. You guys get 60 XP
I want the
for.
pogo.
Oh, did you get the 30 XP for the tier 2? I don't know if
Yes.
I called that out.
Yeah.
You should be at 740.
And then you get- Then you get
740.
60 for tier
I want the
4.
pogo.
I can afford the pogo.
And then tier 6 provides you access to a bunch of vehicles at a permanent
What?
10%
Oh.
discount.
Fireworks,
so-
pogo.
In her
I want it
store,
too.
I have basically, these are placeholders. They're basically like a ticket. If you buy it, it's
I gotta
indicating that you
refresh.
could get one of these items. Vehicles are not items, so I had to do it this way.
Okay.
But you can buy vehicles from
Dark
her.
diver.
If you want to know what they are, you just hit Control Space and search it, and then you can find the
fucking
stat
pogo
blocks.
stick.
Firework pogo.
Right? That's what I want to know. Here,
Strider.
post
That
this.
sounds so dangerous.
Jump
Yeah.
jet.
Oh my god, we all gotta get those.
But yeah, these vehicles have stat blocks, so you'll want to look up what they actually are to know what the
Okay,
fuck they
I
do.
don't really like the fire stick pogo because you know.
But anyway, you're now able to buy those from her. She's giving you a 10% discount. Let me
That's
double check
awesome.
on this obstacle course.
Got some
That's
badass
pretty-
shit, man.
I think it's instead of doing it.
It's weird that the game is
Oh,
offering
also-
us vehicles, guys. I don't know how to feel about this.
I know, right?
I'm on
Yeah.
Velocipede.
Can you bring up the...
Uh.
Why the fuck is it not showing up for me? I had to refresh because it was being dumb.
Go into the bestiary
Yeah, I did.
NPC, go into her, and then she has an influence tab, and then there's a little clickable button to go into her event,
Oh.
and you can pull it back up.
Come on, guys. We don't need any of this. All we need to do is find a guy named Sid and befriend him, and who knows? We'll have an airship in like 3 stories.
I feel like the floating boat or the sand barge would work perfect for that.
True.
Shit. True. I didn't even notice
Maybe
that
we'll
one.
s-
I feel like we are
This
not
is
looking at
better.
the same things.
I mean,
Oh,
you can.
you're looking at the what? It did the same
Aw.
thing to me. I had to refresh to get rid of that box.
Oh,
That's what I
the
had to do the
Strider's
first
kind of
time.
crazy. You can use that to get over big gaps.
To get rid of the what?
The search box when
The control
you-
space?
yeah.
When you click on...
You should just
like,
be able
for
to click
me-
off of, like, onto another portion of the screen and it should go away.
For me, when I
Yeah.
click running the obstacle course, it comes up a blank page that I can't close out of.
Oh yeah, by the way, Papa Schwinn, you said you sold your shield.
Oh, yeah, it's doing that to me,
There
Yes.
should
too.
be a close button on
Yeah,
that
but if you
blank.
hit
There
close,
is,
it
but
doesn't
it
do
doesn't
anything.
work.
It's doing the same thing to
Okay.
me.
Well,
Yeah, so
that's
get rid of
another
that.
link to
Don't.
a DM journal. That's why you're not able to see it. It's weird
Oh.
that it glitches like that. But yeah, just
Makes
don't
sense.
click it.
Okay.
It's for me. It's for me. Like,
I'll just
'cause it
refresh
says
the
doing
page.
so requires successfully running obstacle. Then I can click that, and then I can read what the fuck that is. It brings me straight to my DM notes on that, basically.
I want the shark diver.
You don't
Right?
have money.
I know. I didn't say I could buy it. I just want it.
Okay.
It sounds
What is
cool.
the Velocipede?
Shark
So-
diver. Here we go.
It's
Yeah,
not that good.
you guys can look at through the store, but
Here it is.
we'll start the next round. You guys, she goes, yeah, so the obstacle course. It's something that we set up. We change it every once in a while. We got to stay fit. It's good for your physical appearance and for your ability to lift, as well as it's good for your soul. It's good to be to fit. And she looks at Rishalou, Alhatham, and Amalisce, and she nods. You guys know what's up.
I do. Alhatham knows.
You had the strength +3, right?
I
You
know. It was,
No, I
Sylas.
do.
Me, Amalisce, and
Oh,
Rishalou.
Silence. Sorry, the 3 of you that have
Me,
it.
Me,
Amalisce,
Amalisce,
and
and
Me, Amalisce.
Rishalou. Guys, I just...
Alhatham's a
Me, Amalisce,
teacher. He
and
doesn't have
Rishalou.
3 strength.
Oh,
My
you
man
guys have
could
something great.
barely carry his books
Right?
and notes to class, let alone to fucking be strong.
Don't mind my stroke there.
Yeah, you had 2 strokes there.
Do any of you want to try your luck at the obstacle course?
Oh hell yeah!
absolutely.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I think the strong ones can handle
Am I
that.
able to cheat and use acrobatics?
How this will work is instead of taking an influence action this next round, you can instead try to run the obstacle course.
Absolutely. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I'm doing that.
Is it athletics only?
No.
Darn.
I'm an expert in athletics, so I'm doing it.
I need acrobatics if I'm gonna do it.
As they're
I got
going
a plus
throughout that,
15 to
I'll use the
athletics,
next
but
round
acrobatics
to
is the
use
best.
diplomacy. And I'll start talking about the horrible...
I am a master.
This goblin, I invited
Yeah.
him into my home and he...
Everybody who's not
infested
gonna
it
do the
with
obstacle course,
rats.
let's finish your round deal. So
There
Alhatham,
you
what
go.
are you doing this round?
This goblin infested my home with rats after I let him in. I gave him one night, and I don't even know how he did it.
And
No,
it's under
I
my
dug-
bed.
I dug through the floorboards and I started breeding giant rats. Thank you.
It was less than 8 hours, or just
I rest
over.
my case.
He's
I
an
rolled
alchemist,
a
he can do
2.
weird
You know what?
things.
I'm gonna re-roll that with a hero point.
I
I'm gonna re-roll that
was
with a hero
looking at-
point.
Looking at Gilbark, and goes, I would do the
That's
same.
better.
There you go.
I'm not
Yay!
gonna lie, I thought I was gonna lie out a
That's
1.
8.
And I was about to be like, how is that better?
All right, yeah. So you have a positive success currently. Who else was not running the obstacle course?
Me,
Gilbark.
but I already rolled this round.
This is a new round.
This
it's-
is
it's a
technically
new
a new
round.
round. We just haven't
Did
increased
I-
the counter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, it's still on
It
2
should be
or
on-
4.
There's
Should
2.
be on 3.
Those
Oh
are
wait,
rounds
yeah,
complete.
no,
It starts
completed
at 0.
rounds. Yeah, we're on round.
Oh,
we're on
okay,
round 3.
okay.
That makes sense. Oh, nice. Oh, crit
Ooh.
success.
Damn.
Now she is
Yeah,
smashing.
I
that
form an
Gilbark
army
guy.
of rats. I feed them some of my elixirs. They turn into sentient beings. They then crown me king of the rats, and then I have an entire giant rat army.
Wait, you want to make sentient rats? You know that rat people are already a thing, right?
Yeah, but I'm not their king.
See, I
Can I eat them when you're
And
done
I
with them?
shrug, like, this is a great idea.
this is
I
Can I-
can't.
I don't see a problem.
I
Gilbark, is there a way
I'm
you
not
can make
even
them taste
directly
better?
opposed to this
Taste
plan.
better? Yeah.
I'm not even directly
I'm a
opposed to
fan.
your
I'm on your team.
search for knowledge here.
I'm on
But
your
could you
team.
do it somewhere other than my house and under my bed?
It's too late. The breeding process has begun.
What the fuck?
I'm calling the
breeding
freaking
Oh,
what
God.
fuck, what's the word? I said it earlier.
Exterminator.
I'm calling the exterminators when we get out of this. I need you to know that. I
right,
can't let my
so-
house be overrun with rats.
Hisses at you and fucking spider crawls away.
The 3 of you
Uh.
that are gonna do the obstacle course, she'll walk you back there. Who's gonna go first?
Rishalou.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
So
show you how it's-
Rishalou, she brings you to the entrance of the obstacle course. You see, kind of looking through it from the start here. You see there's like a climbing wall where some of the handholds are missing, or it's difficult to climb up. But it's not even going to be hard athletically. You see that there is some swinging sights that come around on this climbing wall, and so you're gonna have to dodge out of the way of them as you're climbing. That's the first thing. Then after you get up there, there's going to be you jump down off the wall, and then there's this massive rope that you have to climb straight up to get up to the top. And that would be probably requiring some hefty athletics. And then after that, there's like a plank that you have to walk through with swinging blades, looking like you could maybe dodge, maybe you could just sprint fast enough, or maybe you could even try to time it.
Okay.
Those are the 3 obstacles that you would have to get through. So an acrobatics to kind of dodge out of the way of the swinging shit as you're trying to get up a wall. Then you have to climb a rope, and then you have to kind of find a way to get through the plank of death.
I have to take my armor off to do this, I'm assuming.
You can if you want.
I mean, I don't know if that, running an obstacle course in full plate armor is probably the...
Depends on how strong you are.
Well, I guess that's a good point. Because, yeah,
I think you're strong enough to not have a penalty to wearing your armor type, right?
I don't think I am. No.
You might have like a speed penalty,
I have a
but you
speed
don't have
penalty.
a tech penalty because you have a high enough strength to wear that armor.
Yeah,
So
because I have a...
your athletics checks and stuff would not be impacted by
Oh,
your
okay,
armor 'cause
then I'll
you're,
leave it
you're
alone.
strong
That's
enough to
cool.
wear it.
Alright.
All right. So the first obstacle, to try to dodge out of the way of the
Alhatham says acrobatics.
Yeah.
So I gotta use acrobatics for this then?
Yep. You have to use acrobatics to kind of like you're climbing up the wall. It's not too hard to climb, but it's you have to quickly swing your body out of the way and try to dance your way up this thing. It's less of a wall and more of like a 40-degree incline that's got shit swinging around at you. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make this reflex save. You unfortunately don't dive out of the way of the swinging. I'll say it's like one of those. It's a bludgeoning thing. Like it's a heavy like fucking bag full of shit, and it swings and it's swinging, and you're trying to clamber up this sloped wall thing, and you don't dodge out of the way.
I rolled an 11. 27 would be the reflex save. It's not showing up for some reason. Yeah,
so unfortunately this thing...
Don't ignore those. So just clearing the window.
Yeah, so you failed the acrobatics to dodge out of the way of the thing. It swings and hits you, and then you don't even gracefully fall. Like, you couldn't catch yourself with your reflex, and you land awkwardly. Unfortunately, you have wrenched your ankle. You twisted it as you landed, and you are enfeebled 1 for 1 hour.
Homie, no!
Oh,
the thing
that's
is
a sprain.
I'm not good at acrobatics at all.
I might be really good at this.
Are you wanting to continue to try?
Oh yeah, no, I ain't quitting.
Okay. So then you get back up to the start, and here's that same acrobatics as you're clambering up that slanted wall. It's the same obstacle. You have to dodge out of the way of these like swinging sandbags. I'll say that they are.
Why my dice isn't.
Oh, he's going back in with a sprained ankle. All right. Well,
I believe in him.
Oh, I rolled another 23 because I rolled a 10. I only have a plus 13 to acrobatics. I thought it was more athletics.
It's a mix of all of them.
Ignore that.
We can take that instead. So you dodge out of the way of the sandbag, and you get yourself up over that like sloped wall, and now you're here in front of the massive rope, and you do have to climb straight up this rope. This is an athletics check.
Alright, hold on. My pixel dice is. You know what? I'm just gonna click on the thing.
Yeah, just set it back to virtual.
Pixels being a bitch. Well, I'll just click the submit roll and it'll just roll by itself.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Even fucking.
The
enfeebled made the difference.
You're climbing up the rope, but your ankle is just a little fucked, and you try to get purchase and heave yourself up, but your ankle just hurts too bad and it slips. And you lose your grip, and you fall.
Embarrassing.
Go ahead and make this reflex save as you're falling down the rope.
That's the sprained ankle.
You do manage to grab hold of the rope, and you can go ahead and continue to try to climb the rope again with athletics.
Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
You can't quite get some progress. Go ahead and make this reflex again.
This is unbelievable, dude. I mean, seriously.
It's nice to see that
yourself on the
Rishalou's
rope
back.
again. Go ahead and keep trying to climb back up.
There we go.
There you go.
About fucking time.
You're slipping and you're catching yourself. You're slipping and you're catching yourself, and you finally get fucking tired of it, and you just like pull so hard and you heave your weight and you like fly up to the top of the fucker and grab it with both hands.
Yeah.
You actually earn twice. So you had gotten 1 obstacle point from getting over that wall. You now got 2 obstacle points due to how cool it was of you clearing this rope. And now you're at your final obstacle.
Making it look cool.
There's this plank that you have to walk, and there's these swinging scythes. You can either try to dodge them as you walk using acrobatics, you can try to sprint through the fuckers using athletics, or you can try to time it using perception and try to,
Athletics all day.
Alright.
Yeah, that's that.
Truck them up.
I am going to stop them from hitting me.
The enfeebled
Enfeebled again.
So you go to sprint.
That sprained
Christ.
ankle.
Right through these. And again, the damn ankle. You're sprinting, but it just hurts a little too much, and you slip. Go
twinge a
ahead
little bit
and
to the side.
roll the reflex save.
Where's
I believe-
Alhatham's
Ay,
heels
ay,
when
ay.
you need them?
Let him handle this. I'm sure he. Oh.
You slip and fall off. You don't
Oh, good.
quite make it to the end. You're enfeebled 1 for 1 hour. It just resets. Your ankle is just hurt when you fall off. But because you successfully did the rope as cool as you did, you didn't quite make it to the end. But you see, Clemeth is very impressed as she claps. The rope was the most badass part.
Yeah. Acrobatics
and-
is not my strong point.
Yeah, Alhatham will immediately come up and start pulling like tools for Splint out of his bag. Like, you really sprained that there. You really probably should have just given up then.
No, I couldn't give up. Even though I can't, I'm not light on my
Sylas is
feet.
jumping up and down, ready to go.
Oh, okay. I'll let.
Well, at least I can
It's-
applaud the
so
effort.
She'll
Thank you,
nod
thank
in respect, and she'll kind of indicate that you can come stand and wait and watch the rest try to their
Cool.
account.
I will
You're not
limp
gonna
over
really
after
roll
all that
medicine
stuff.
for a
I
splint,
guess
are
I'll
you?
let Sylas go next.
I'm pretty sure I could do a splint,
Alright,
and I'm not
Sylas.
even good at medicine.
Acrobatics check first for Sylas, as you gotta dodge out of the way of the sandbags as they swing.
Cool.
Whoa!
Go off.
I know.
Let the
So,
cat be a
Sylas
cat, alright?
True.
He not only dodges out of the way of the first sandbag, but he does a backflip and clears the second one, and he's already on top of the wall. He got two points. You're at the next spot here, though, the rope. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
I'm not horrible at this either, because untrained is crazy. Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
All right. You climb up the rope. You don't slip. You're good. You get to the third obstacle, the plank with the swinging sides. You have to decide whether you're going to dodge, sprint
Acrobatics,
through, or time.
baby.
All right.
I'm gonna
I'm
try
being
and
shown
dodge
up
this
by a
shit.
cat.
If it makes you feel
Roll
any
the
better,
nat
he's
20,
just
fuck.
got a
What the
my
fuck
God!
lower
is
center of gravity.
what is
I have
happening?
stolen Gilbark's RNG today.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
you
just
have.
somersault and tumble through and just fly through the thing
Takes the
like
landing.
The backflip,
Yeah.
you know, the Jesus
like
give
an
you the golf
airbender
clap.
in their training, like, you know, training dummies thing the airbenders do, where they like go through the whole wall of all the spinning things without being
Right.
touched. You just get all the way through, and she just like her mouth actually gapes open, like she is very
jaw
impressed.
on floor.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Amalisce, you're
Okay,
up.
Let's send it.
Here's the acrobatics to get past the first swinging bags.
I see you've been training hard for the last
Not
2
gonna do it.
years.
Hold
Hi,
on.
Silas?
Yeah, I met my old
Can I roll
master. It
that?
seems to work out.
Do you have a hero
Oh,
point?
nice.
Yeah, I do.
Then yeah.
Yeah, no, the book was good, but he was better.
Yeah, fair, fair.
That'll do, maybe.
There's only so much you can learn from
Alright.
books until you have to
Okay,
meet with real
and
people.
And then here's the rope.
Also, don't feel too bad, Rishalou. You are wearing your heavy armor. If you had taken that
What
off, I'm sure you
in
would have been
the
a lot better
actual
off.
I
That is
think
a
you are right.
success.
I should have
Okay.
taken it off.
Climb the rope. And do you want to acrobatics, athletics, or perception your way through the final obstacle?
Athletics.
Also,
Right.
I can guarantee you I wouldn't even make it past the first hurdle with my +2 acrobatics and -1 athletics.
Oh, shit.
Oh, baby!
Oh, it was
Let's
fun, even though I got
fucking
knocked on my
go.
ass.
No,
I
crit
still- I
successes,
still had
what
a
are you
good time.
doing?
Hey, that's the important
All right.
thing.
You clear the third obstacle. Nothing flashy. You just did it exactly as expected, and you get a nice solid clap from Clemeth. Now, you guys had already gotten 3 points, I believe, from Alhatham and Gilbark, right? The two that didn't
Yeah.
do. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And you get 4 more
Fuck.
Damn.
from the shit at the obstacle course.
He's gonna love us.
Before
beyond
before we finish, as you three are done with the obstacle course, she'll nod to you three in respect, and she will open up more about Diriel. This is actually part of the fourth tier. It's only after you cleared the obstacle, though.
words. Oh.
Yeah, she expresses some worry about how obsessed over his collection Diriel had been. He told her more than once that if he ever found a really rare magical card, he'd consider giving up his card peddling business. But when he thought for a minute, though, he admitted that if he did get a very powerful magic card, dangerous people might be after it too. Clemeth had laughed off Diriel's worry and poked his bony shoulder and told him that was a good reason to get into better shape. He's now worried that her friend might be in real danger and hopes that you guys can help him.
That's the goal.
Yep.
You guys get an additional 30 XP from Tier 4 due to having completed the obstacle course.
Nice.
And now, let's tally up. What did I say? 5. That's 6 fucking points from this round.
7, technically.
You guys only needed 1.
True.
Dang, we just
We went
doubled
hard,
it.
okay?
And another 80 XP on top of the extra 30? Holy
Indeed.
shit.
Someone
Damn.
do that math.
That's
The
850.
final-
20.
Or
Yeah,
The
850.
final
Yeah, 850.
tier here,
Yeah,
Tier
you're
8.
right.
He also remembers Diriel seemed familiar with some of the specialty repair tools he saw her using. She expressed surprise. She didn't seem that someone like him would know shit about tools. But he made it a comment about an abandoned forge that he'd go to if he ever got into trouble.
You
She
know where
hopes
we're
that clue will
going.
help you.
Does she know in general where the abandoned forge is, or did he
Nope.
just mention an
He knows
abandoned
that
forge?
he has been to and said he would go to an abandoned forge, and then the other 2 NPCs had provided some clues as well. I believe that's the rest. The end of this, I'll give you the resistance penalty for cleaning her up. She doesn't like dishonesty.
Oh,
If a
that's
PC had
why.
failed using deception, they would have had a -2 to all of their subsequent attempts. He didn't do
God damn it.
that, but she just didn't like that he was potentially stealing either. I think it's in
That's
her
no
bio.
trust his
There's
ass.
2 things she fucking hates. It's stealers, thieves, and
Liars.
Liars.
She hates the Steelers. What the fuck?
the Steelers. Fuck the pack.
What a
Yeah,
shitty
fuck the
team.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. Yep, there's all the influence skills, so you guys have everything you need from her.
Oh, we could have done that
I
for
have-
Nix if we had kept looking, too. Damn.
Do we have her?
That makes sense.
theory?
It
Yep.
does, yeah.
All right. Well, you guys feel free to come back and buy anything that you might want from here.
Yeah, because I can afford anything she has.
I thank you. This was a fun visit, I must say.
That obstacle course was amazing.
It's good to browse
Yeah.
your wares and what you're working on, as always.
I'll be
Amalisce,
back.
high five.
I high five. You know what? I'm gonna high five Rishalou too, because he made a very valid.
Well, I obviously gave him a high five once I
Yeah,
succeeded.
Athletics is, again, not my forte.
Thought acrobatics wasn't your forte. It's acrobatics.
I think
Or
he must-
acrobatics, not my forte, yeah. Okay, so we have a horse in profile on a sign.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a forge, so I'm assuming it's a blacksmith somewhere. And
Being
living somewhere. Oh, Eastgate District. So a blacksmith in the Eastgate District, maybe. Wherever that would
being in Absalom for 2 years, does that ring any bells, or...
So, no.
Figured. But it was worth the
But
ask.
you guys have gotten the main objective of a forge in Eastgate marked with an image of a stylized horse in profile. Everyone and anyone can try to make a society check to know a place like that. So it does not
Ooh.
automatically give you Alhatham, but you could potentially know through a society check.
Untrained did not carry me.
Ooh, good roll.
It might even- It might even give you a bonus for living in. Yeah, okay, you got it anyway. I was gonna give you a +2.
Hmm.
Wow,
Untrained
Alright.
you
almost
go,
carried
Alhatham.
me.
So Alhatham knows where this place is. Gilbark, if you wanted to try, you could try. Although I don't know if you. I mean, you have a high society. You probably would just fucking know for some reason.
He's been reading where people are coming from and all that.
True.
Yeah.
Or just he's
And it-
inherently intuitive about this kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
there are
the
some
structure.
societal structures that just are consistent throughout different cities and things.
Gilbark, are you asleep?
Different societies, if you
No.
may.
Oh god.
We're wrapping up here. This will be the last part. So you guys found through Alhatham's knowledge, you're able to go to the spot that's a East Gate forge with the image of a stylized horse. So let's go over there.
Nice.
See, staying in Absalom for 2 years has had some benefits.
It has. It has.
All I see is a thatch roof. Oh, there it is.
Oh, I see.
Oh god, not the roofs again, not the roofs!
Roofs.
What are these?
Horsey.
They're just
I don't know. What does
accent
this look like
buildings.
to you over here? What does this building look like?
Wait,
It just
that's
looks like
a
a...
thatch
Fucked
roof
up. Why
building.
is the chimney so fucked up? It's
Probably
like
a
crooked.
stable.
Well, like, is there a roof or
Yeah,
is
there's
it
a
Yeah,
roof.
there's a
black?
roof.
I
the thatch
assume it's just a... I assume it's not an actual roof tile, maybe it's just a...
Well, I deleted the roof tile. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, I can't see
It's
into
like
the building.
straw.
I still see the straw.
Yeah,
but
the
it
straw.
doesn't remove... but until we get inside, I won't be able to actually see it, like, if
Right.
it makes a
Okay.
difference or anything.
Well, I deleted the tiles, so I won't fuck with stream. But that is the
Thank
building that has
you.
the. That's the building that has the
Sign.
sign with the the horse and shit and
I can't
all
get
of
over
that.
this fucked up chimney.
Alright, well, he could be in danger, so we should probably avoid wasting time. Rishalou, do you mind taking point?
I do not.
The fuck?
I mean, if you'd rather take point, Amalisce, but with his new big shield, I figured he'd be the better option.
'Tis true. 'Tis true.
But I hit harder.
I'm not denying that.
about
I'm
30
simply
minutes.
saying, I don't know, if this was a weird situation, I'm imagining a scenario. Like, imagine a small
hour here.
dwarven man with a big shield, and just a random... I'm just trying to come up with a random scenario here. And there's another dwarf, he likes hatchets. And then
I will be
there's
raising my
a
shield
gnome
before I go
bard, probably.
And I
Yep.
will.
Of course, you've got to have
reach
the
the
big
next
one.
door.
Probably an orc.
Do
The
I
door
hear?
appears to be. Oh yeah, you can put your ear against the door. You don't hear anything.
Okay, I'm gonna try the handle, and if it's open, I will walk in.
It is locked.
Door is locked. Amalisce, you're up.
Get in here, bitch. Give me
Get
that.
in.
Give me that check, baby.
You know what? I'm going... Can I ready an action to cast a spell on Rishalou the moment the door is unlocked?
God, can I? That check?
Yeah. Well, Alhatham, what spells do you want to
I
ready?
would like to cast Heroism on Rishalou, and it just casted. They removed the effect from me, thank you. I didn't want to do that.
And Amalisce, you're doing pick lock.
Oh wow,
Yep.
that's solid.
It's basically single target bless, but it affects more, and it lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's on my staff,
Okay.
so I don't even need to spend the spell slot.
Ooh, that might do it, boys. Hell yeah.
It does.
I
You.
literally can't crit fail this.
It does. The pins are done. It seems to be unlocked.
Hey, did it take us an hour to walk here?
It did.
Sweet. Does that people go away?
It does.
Right.
Right,
And
the
once
door.
she opens the door,
Yep,
I
the
unlock
spell
it, and then
goes
I get back
off.
behind you.
unlocks it. Yep.
So who's opening the
Oh,
door?
I meant to put
I
that
am.
on you.
Rishalou.
Hold on.
All right, Rishalou.
And I will raise my shield and enter.
It only lasts 10 minutes, so be a little, quick about it.
So you're defending instead of searching, then, right?
Yeah,
You're
let me
raising shield.
Yeah. Let me change my.
Wait, what? Why did that only cast using one charge? Should have used 3. Because it's a third rank spell, so I would be at charges of 2 left for the day.
Oh, not that one. That one.
Alright, well, we're not getting anywhere standing around. What's
Yeah,
your name?
so,
Door.
I don't. see
Dariel,
any wizard
are you
or-
here?
Sylas, are you gonna enter?
I will enter about this far because
Another
Yeah.
I protect
know.
my range.
All right. So The stable's interior is dim and drafty. Several supplies are stacked in one corner near a cold fireplace with an enormous anvil next to it. A few blacksmith's tools hang on the wall. A small door to an interior room has a bit of light beneath it. A large wheelbarrow sits near this door. Its lower half is complex clockwork-like contraptions with a single large metal wheel and a pair of handles affixed with leather straps. And its upper half appears to be a colorful miniature shop with its walls and roof lines set with dozens of hinges and latches.
Bet you I could pick them.
Also, I can
I won't.
confirm now that the
I'll bet you I
removing
could.
the roof tile has fixed it. It seems
Nice.
fine.
Nice.
Like, it's still covering up when we're not in an area that we can see, but it will not, like, reset and the roof will reappear over us.
Did we knock first?
No, I will
You
check the
Okay.
door,
will stand back here.
The door opens,
and I will open it.
or rather, it turns. Okay, so then
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
push
open
it
it all the
open.
way.
Yep.
Inside, this room is lined with shelves containing scraps of metal and various tools. Some of the shelves have been cleared to make room for a few piles of clothes, some food and wine bottles, and several stacks of hero cards. You also see inside a person that looks like this.
I'm like,
That's who we're
as soon
after.
as we see him, we're like,
Fucking
I'd be like,
wheelbarrow of cards.
Oh, good. He's
like-
alive.
Harley, sir, we are not enemies. We are here to check on you, for we were worried. My name is Rishalou, and we have talked to your 3 friends from town, and I will name all 3 of them. I was like, they were concerned for you, and sent us to find you.
So when you first opened the door, he shrieked. He looked at you. He looked like he was about to plead, and then you said all this, and he's definitely much more at ease. He looks like he has been devoid of food and sleep, personal hygiene. He stinks a little bit.
Oh, step aside.
But
Everybody move aside. Do you need food? Looks like you're starving.
I will, while Alhatham and Echo's in there, I'm going to go back to the front door in case we were followed and expecting, guarding the front door.
Yeah,
I will actually go close it.
Alhatham will
Close the
start doing his cursory work of, he'll hand him some rations, some water, like, check him over, okay, you don't seem to be injured, that's good.
go ahead and make this diplomacy check as you're doing all that, as you're giving him food. And briefly, you could too, as you were talking to him.
Okay.
Finally, some decent rolls.
Where did it go?
No, if you were going to hide out here, you should have brought some food with you, or at least some water.
Oh, shit. Today's a floor. Hey, what the fuck?
It rolled though.
Nice.
It did.
Succeeded.
Hey, we rolled the same number on the dice.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so he'll, you guys talk to him, feed him, he'll sigh in relief, he's no longer freaking out. I'm not sure who's after me, but ever since I found that card, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before they catch up to me.
Card, like this one. Alhatham will pull out his own.
Brother.
Alhatham's trusting. And this guy obviously is,
Knowledgeable.
He knows the way of the hero card.
Yeah, when he sees you pull out that card, he'd be like, exactly like that, except for a different card, in which one you have the empty throne.
Yes.
It's like, it looks like the empty throne, but it's so much more beautiful than any other I've ever seen.
Yes,
I will yell.
You said your card's ugly.
I mean, they are definitely have some magical property to them, given the fact that they not only had me witness a couple dreams, but also they seem to have some latent magical basic power.
I can see that dude outside, by the way.
Yep. So as you're talking to him about the card,
The butcher.
you're interrupted.
Oh, that's the dude that hired those other guys to waylay us.
Yeah, he's the red guy.
Yep.
I can't see him, so.
2 windows here and here shatter
Okay.
as 2 mercenaries come through the windows. And over here in the corner, through one of the, it's a shitty roof. This is an abandoned building. Through a hole in the roof, one drops in.
Oh, these pricks again.
This door and this door swing open simultaneously. You see a man in the double door you came in who looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Standing in the double doors. And he laughs and says, "I knew we would find them here. And we will need to roll initiative."
No, man. I can't.
This is the end.
Bruh.
This
It's
might be a good
midnight.
Why don't we
stopping
pick up the
point.
fight and start with the fight
Yeah.
next week?
Alright.
You can do the fight if you want without me, but like I need to be up in 7 hours.
That's fair.
That's fair.
We can at least roll initiative and then pick up right at initiative at the next week.
No, we can wait for initiative.
Okay.
No, we
No,
can wait.
No,
no
that's
need
fine.
to do that.
Sorry, I
'Cause it'll
just
get broken.
No,
I would
it's
do
good.
it, but-
I called it early last weekend, so I get
This
it.
isn't early.
Is it?
Well, I don't
This
remember.
is
what I
5
called
hours.
it.
Well, 4.5
Bro,
hours.
we've done Bloodlords this late. I don't want to hear from any of you.
True.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Monday's fine.
For you,
Well,
Yeah, not
Sunday
for the
I could like
people.
take a nap during the day. I can't take a nap during like Friday
I
because I work all day.
repeat. I repeat. For you,
Yeah.
This dude is in my
But
range.
yes. All right,
I'll
well, let's
be
figure out
working
who
6
got the
days a
pity
week.
point, and then I'll end the stream.
I actually don't know who got the pity point.
Blind roll.
Probably
Oh,
me.
God.
I rolled like trash.
wasn't me.
Blind rolls were pushed already.
They have
Nine
not,
point
been,
four.
not according to me.
Hold on.
There
There
they
they
are.
are.
Oh,
9.25.
mine
Didn't
actually
really change
went up.
much.
Mine went up by 0.05.
I went
Mine
down
went
by
up.
about 0.15, but, I'm still about average.
I told you it was
I was a
me.
bit below.
I would have gotten the pity
I was
point
pretty
if
sure it
wasn't
was
for
you.
the blind rolls.
Yeah, it
That's-
was Rishalou. Rishalou getting the pity point, it's just about on par with everything
It's
else.
fine.
Wait, I
It's
doubled
truly a
that
return
20
to form.
on the private rolls. That's
True.
crazy. If I didn't get those, I would have been like a whole 2 lower. That's
So
crazy.
Rishalou.
I rolled one of every number except a 5 and a 9 tonight.
That's funny.
That is
That's
pretty
pretty
funny.
crazy.
All right, well, I'll be
Nice.
right back. I'm going to go do an outro, but I'll be right back.
All right.
I won't be
Oh,
right.
Well, thanks everybody so much for watching, if you still are. We will be back on next Friday for Stolen Fate Session 3, as well as, we'll have, for those of you YouTube viewers, which we get more YouTube viewers than we do Twitch viewers, we do have a Bloodlord session going live on Sunday, and we will also be playing on Sunday, so there should be another session posted at the same time next Sunday as well. I will personally be on, if everything goes well and this cold finally wears off, tomorrow sometime between 8:30 and 11:30 to do more Final Fantasy 16 on my own. But regardless, if you enjoyed and want to catch those streams, whether they be my personal or us as a group playing Pathfinder or whatever RPG we're playing at the time, the easiest way to do so is to hit the buttons on your respective platforms, whether that be the follow button on Twitch or the subscribe and the bell on YouTube, and then join the Discord, where I post the weekly schedules and things, so you can be informed when we go live, because those alerts also get sent out. But regardless, I'm gonna shut up because I hate doing the spiel and I already elongated it. But I hope everybody enjoyed and have a good night. Bye-bye.